All day, never stop. You can sit down. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my voice sounds like woo wee this morning. You hear me? Operating off only a couple hours sleep. Listen, please forgive I. Please forgive I. It's your boy Big Phil Speaks. Y'all know what this is. It's the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. My lovely co-host Evolution Brooklyn will be in the house without a doubt. HR stall her out because I'm late today. Damn it. Listen. Whoo. Night Rider, the home team. Southeast Slim, Good Money Gang in the building, huh? Miss A Block, good morning to ye. Papa True Guns is in the building. The Berg, what's goody like the mob? I know, Miss A Block, I know you got to complain. It's all my fault. I take that. I take that. Listen. D Blade is in the building. The Berg, Sabrina, Vino Diva, Shy Love. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Huh? Oh, man. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Make sure that joint was received. Tanky, good morning to ye. You took too long now. I'm listening to Rod Wave. Ha ha ha. Teo, what's goody like the mob? GMG in this summer, you know what we do. Hey, Rich is in the building, GMG. Good morning, huh? Look at Tinky. Rich, good morning. Hearts. Look at you, Tinky. Uh-huh. We watching. We watching. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Listen, we late, but we it's never a better time than now. Get here, huh? How y'all feeling this morning? Oh, where's my other Joe? Where's my other Blicky? I don't know. This is gonna have to work. Starting early. There's indeed one half of HR Super is in the building. Golden T. She's in the place to be. Nikki. Good morning. Good morning. Happy freaking Friday. Listen, on the Good Morning Gang is Feel Good Friday this morning. So I hope you woke up feeling good. Even though I'm late, I'm halfway feeling good. I'm halfway feeling good. Look at the eyes. The eyes are puffy in a mug. Listen, y'all got to forgive me. To whom is called, much is required. You feel me? To whom is called, much is required. So how do we put in a report to HR? Do you want me to answer that? Do you want me to answer that, Miss Haylock? You're not ready for the comments to get activated. Have at it. Have at it. Listen. What you mean, A Block, I'm on it? No, you not, Dan. No, you not. Stall me out, too. Stall me out, too. You hear me? I'm hardly ever late. So, you know what I'm saying? I get a reprieve. I get a reprieve. You know what I'm talking about? It's called a verbal warning. You know, the first time around. You ain't supposed to get written up the first time around, Miss A Block. You know? Good morning, Sabrina. That's indeed true, Rich. Please like the page. Hit the thumbs up. Boop, up. While you at it, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Boop, up. And even more importantly, hit that notification bell. Bing! So whenever we drop the Good Morning Gang Morning Show, Feel the Love Fridays, which is late on the night, or anything on the good Big Phil Speaks channel that you're in there like swimwear off the straight notifications status. Listen, huh? My voice is jacked up from not enough sleep, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. It's going down. But it's Friday. I'm blessed. I'm here. I open my eyes. I can inhale, exhale, and woosah. My voice should get back right. But until then, in the meantime, between time, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We in the building. We are amongst those that are blessed enough to be here. Make the best of the day. You feel me? And if you're able to be blessed enough to see tomorrow, hopefully today you plan, plot, and strategize on how to be a better person and make it a better, even better day tomorrow. You hear me? J-Man. What you talking, J-Man? What you talking? Good morning, J-Man. The other half of HR is in the building. Please do, because it's looking a little. I was late. Hey, Miss A Block, a host that was up too damn late, filming and editing something that he should have did earlier. That's on me, though. That's on me. I had to check if Phil been active. Listen, I'm always activated, Tinky. I'm always activated. In my sleep, I'm activated. You hear me? You can't keep letting sit on your face all night. Now look at your sinuses. Oh, shiggity. Feel better. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. More than a little late. That's no excuse, Phil. You have a job. Yeah, that's a fact, Mundo. I take my lashes. Y'all come on over here to the good YouTube. Where we at? We at where the party's at. You hear me? Stop watching for the cut. Come on over. Cotton Candy, come on over. It's right there. The link is right there. I think we should pin Tinky's comment. Which one? Which comment by Tink? Okay, I'll pin that. I'll pin that one time for the one time. So Tinky can get out the way. So now, uh-oh. There she go. Evolution Brooklyn's in the house.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, because I was late.
Hey, it's okay.
Man.
To the club.
I was up late shooting the episode for the Kenny Burns show, my segment, and then I had to edit it as much as I could and then send it over. Went to bed. A couple hours later, alarm went off. I said, okay, I hit the alarm. I said, let me lay here for a couple minutes, right? That couple minutes led to my phone vibrating on the bed heavy. I was like, what the hell is that? What's going on? Then I looked at my phone, looked at the time, I said, oh, shit, good day. Got up at 8 on the dot. I was like, it's time to get on up. So yeah, my voice ain't right. My voice is, got to get some rest and relaxation on it. You know, but other than that, I'm blessed and I'm here. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I cannot complain. You know.
Oh, so somebody been in them DMs. She's like, I'm good. I can't complain.
I can't complain. You know, I'm loved.
Oh, you must have had a special visitor. Oh, okay. You had a special visitor, Evo?
I'm just, really getting to understand my worth and the power that I have as a woman. That's all. I'm reading the books like I was told, and I'm learning quite a lot. You know what I'm saying? Women are powerful. Like, especially the Black woman. So, yeah. Yes.
I need a refund next time, Phil. You got to pay some money before you get a refund. What you talking?
I know that's right.
Next time you get 2 for 1 on your price of admission. How about that? Is that doable? 2 for 1 on your price. So next time you bring somebody with you, y'all both get in for free. Hey, man, pause. Good morning, talk to me nice. Good morning. Watching, I see you forever watching. You in the building.
So okay, you told me, yeah. All right.
Huh?
Now I was gonna ask you something, but you already answered it.
Did I? Okay.
You answered a little earlier when you first came on. Yeah, I forgot. All right. I'm just putting out the advertisements and stuff so people know to come on. Because I used to put the pictures up or whatever, but now I see that I have to which is cool. I do a little advertisement thing I do.
Yeah.
Hopefully people are sending it out and sharing it. Hopefully,
She said,
I got a lot of people that share it. They don't even come to the show, which is love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's dope. Because that's showing that they support even. You know what I'm saying? They got something else they got to do.
Yeah, nothing like that support.
Pink Snips got cold. You can be having her wait outside and take it. Listen, you better go inside, take it, but to go inside.
Yeah, you know what they say? It's a cold winter.
It's a cold world out there.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Comments on purpose. My head was turned. Too cold to be waiting outside. And
I'm surprised it's not colder in New York. Like, I'm still walking around with no coat on or nothing. Like, it's not cold, and I'm surprised. Which means that when it gets cold, it's going to be super cold. They said we're going to have a bad winter anyway. So, yeah, it's going to be real bad, I'm thinking,
I hope not. But guess what? It is what it is.
Yeah, we're equipped for it, especially in New York.
I'm suited and booted just in case.
Yeah, I just planned on winterizing my car because I got to go through an extensive winterizing, because I got a sports car that's low to the ground. So, it's a lot of stuff you got to do. So I might be looking for a garage this winter. And I usually I remember one winter I rented a truck for the winter because when you when you had those business discounts and stuff like that, and with my job and stuff, so I'm thinking about doing that with a big truck, so I ain't gotta shovel with so much, or whoever I'm gonna pay to shovel or whatever. If I gotta do it over here to shovel, because I'm not shoveling nothing, I don't do that.
Remember, you got power. Had that man come.
Yeah. I'll get a shovel and then lay up under it.
Listen, boo.
Yeah.
We snowed in, but I need to go handle some business. 20 bandana salute. Good morning, gang.
Yes. All right, y'all. So since we doing that, we can start off with we usually start off with the weather. We got a long day ahead.
Man, listen.
Definitely a long day ahead. All right. Let's start with the weather, y'all. I was trying to make sure everybody got up in here. Okay, here we go. So New York City, place after my own heart. It is New York City, gang. It is 66 today, partly cloudy, and 59 tonight. That ain't gonna stop nothing. ATL shouties. It's gonna be 74, partly cloudy, and 49 tonight. We have Chi-Town, represent.
Chi-Town.
Hey, 58 today, cloudy, and 45 tonight. We have Washington, Sir Philip. It's gonna be 71.
Sir Philip. That right. She done gave me a knight's name, Sir
You know,
Philip.
big freak Nick.
Oh Lord Davis. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. But guess what?
You know, you have been unshackled. Let me stop.
You silly. You are silly. I don't know what you're talking.
It's gonna be 79. I'm sorry, 71 in Washington today. Partly cloudy, and it's gonna be 53 tonight. We have Florida. You know, it's gonna be 83. Cloudy, 68 tonight. We have LA, Los Angeles. It is going to be 83 today, clear, and 63 tonight. We also had the Bay Area, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to be 89 today, clear, and 56 tonight. We have Texas, you know, shout out to my boo. I ain't see her in here yet, you know, Tracy. It's going to be 92 today.
That's your answer, Daz. That's your answer, Daz.
What was it? Oh, yeah. I got you, Daz. Okay. It's going to be 92 today, clear, and 65 tonight. We have Alabama. It's going to be 80 today, mostly cloudy, 49 tonight. We also have Philadelphia. It's going to be 70 today, partly cloudy, 56 tonight. We have Nebraska, okay? It's going to be 78 today, clear, and 52 tonight. We have Ohio, 51 today, cloudy, 44 tonight. We have the UK, you know. It's going to be 60 today, cloudy, 52 tonight. And we also have the last two. It is Australia, you know, shout out to QB. It's going to be 75 today. Yeah, it's going to be sunny and 60 tonight. And the last one, you know what I'm saying, is Alaska. I'm still reporting this stuff. It is going to be 40 today, clear, and 21 tonight. So that is it. Like I always say, if y'all would ask some more stuff, I got some answers for all your questions. So
that part. Shout out to the weather from our very own Heather. Good morning. Somebody said, how is it going to be in Bama? Alabama?
I reported Alabama is going to be 80, mostly cloudy, and 49 tonight. I ain't leave y'all out. And
Sam Unstoppable, good morning.
Sports, right? You know, it was a game yesterday, and I saw some of you guys betting online and stuff like that. Supposedly, hopefully, y'all wasn't, you know, ASS betting. I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, because some people are relentless about getting their money. It looks like the Jackson Jaguars won over the Jacksonville Jaguars over the New Orleans Saints. It was 31-24.
Peep scheme. Wow,
so hopefully, you know, if that was your team, you know, shout out to you. Shout out to you. And I do this thing, y'all know, where I give y'all the lineup for Sunday. I don't know if y'all want me to run that down, but I could.
Have at it. Why not?
Okay.
Why, Peep square.
It's on the paper, Phil. All right, here we go. For the Sunday lineup, right? The upcoming football games for Sunday. We have the games at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. We have the Falcons versus the Buccaneers, the Raiders versus the Bears, the Browns versus the Colts, the Commanders versus the Giants, the Lions versus the Ravens, and the Bills versus the Patriots. Then we have the game at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be the Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
Who else?
And the Steelers versus the Rams.
Okay.
Then the game at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Who shall that be?
That's going to be the Chargers versus the Chiefs.
Who else?
I'm thick tongue. You know, I'm with thick tongue on Friday. I'm sorry. And the Packers versus the Broncos.
Who else?
Okay, and the game at 8:20 p.m. That's the last game that plays Eastern Standard Time. All these games is the Dolphins versus the Eagles. So
hold up. This is a game I ain't hear nobody say nothing about.
which one? I always miss a game.
Them
What's
Cowboys, where they at?
I thought they played. Did they play Monday?
That was last Monday. That wasn't.
They played. They played yesterday too.
No.
So you want to talk about them? They ain't play.
Why? I'm hating on my Cowboys.
And they don't look like they don't play Sunday either. They just won though, right? You got a good track record, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
and nobody
a lot
wants
of
to talk about that. They want to look. Everybody talk about that. No cowgirls. Nobody cares. Phil. It was not important. y'all are haters. That's why all of y'all teams lost last Sunday. All y'all, huh? I think you're the only winners out of all everybody that be on here.
I'm starting to get into the Cowboys because, like, I have somebody now kind of explain the game to me.
Who explained the game to you? Who explained it?
People want me to understand things, so they explain things to me. So I'm okay.
When they explain it to you, while watching it with you?
Sometimes, yeah. I watched the last. I watched a little bit of it. While I was around. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
While you was what? While they was over there?
No, don't nobody come to my house. If I give you an invite to my house, you had to be very special to me at the time. Because I don't get nobody invites here. And it's real nice over here. But you gotta be real special to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you ventured out and went there.
Yeah.
Over there.
So where the game was, yes.
Where was the game at? Over his house?
I ain't saying all that. I was just saying that I was where a game was, and I was able
Did he teach you the fundamentals of how the quarterback gets the ball from the center and all that? Did he teach you that?
I think I'm gonna need a little bit more training. Like I'm gonna need probably a lot more training. Like every Sunday, I'm gonna need some training. So I take a couple of weeks to train. You know what I'm saying? And I should have it soon. Not saying nothing like they are a good trainer. If they, if anybody's watching this, it's just that it's going to take a little bit more than 30 minutes of a game or whatever. So yeah. So I can be a cowgirl fan. I don't know. I kind of go with who's ever teaching me, kind of. Like a couple of years, I was a Packers fan because somebody was into Packers, I was always around them.
The Cowboy fan that was teaching you a little saint. I wonder who that was.
I'm just starting to get into what's going on. They
Shout out to him.
I'm okay with
Young
that.
Dreads, I know they do. I know they got a bye week.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, pretty passion fruit. I need more sleep. That's probably what I need. More than soup. I need to go night.
Oh.
I only got like 2 hours of sleep, and it's written all over my face.
That's crazy.
Them eyes.
I've been up since 5. I just be up.
But what time you go to bed though? What time did you go to bed?
I think it was like 2:30.
Oh, you got a little bit more than me. Look, half at it. Shit.
Yeah, it's like what they call it, a power nap.
I ain't even get the power nap. I got a poop nap. It didn't get to the hour yet. It's a wake up. The Commanders didn't lose last week. If they don't care about the Cowboys, they damn sure don't care about no damn Commanders, Night Rider. Shout out to the home team, though.
Yeah, like I'm open to learning. Like I don't know. I just, what I'm saying, whoever team I understand, that's what I gotta go with. whoever, I'm saying, whoever around me, I'm on their team. I don't know. I don't know enough now to be like, this is my team. You know what I'm saying? I used to just pick the colors that I liked. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna learn.
Keisha Hall, you
learn
yourself a ball if you get your mindset in order to talk about cowgirls. What's wrong with you? Right, pretty passion fruit. She's in training. She said that.
Training, yes. It's nice if people, want to take the time out of there, busy schedules and stuff to make sure that I understand what's going on. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no better. Don't get no better. You know?
Hey, Miss A. Block, I was not up late playing with my meat. I was being productive. You know what I'm saying? If I sound hella country, what the hell you sound like, Shy?
Yeah.
Keisha Hall can't have herself a ball in my ass. That's our order today. GMG, Keisha Hall.
Man, go to play. Yeah.
Hey, Jeannie. Good morning to you. Hey, Bella, come on over to the YouTube. True, come on over to the YouTube. Oh, y'all, come on over. It's that time of morning. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. That part. Huh?
Kind of got to start with some bad news, guys. You know what?
Look,
I'm going to give y'all. I know. I don't want to give y'all. All right.
Yes, you do. Yes, I start to believe. Yes, you do. You want to break us down and build us up.
But like, I wanted to kind of start off with. Okay, I give you this one because I was gonna start off with the most popular story, but I give you guys this one because I always give y'all the bad news right after the sports. I don't know why I do that. Somebody kill him, shoot him, stab him. You know.
Look, have at it, and then we can go up from there. Look.
I'm in New York. It happens.
Okay. Shot Houston.
So I know I like, you know, what they call America's dumbest criminals or whatever, or you know, outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one. But I find these little stories from everywhere. So let's talk about this one. If you haven't seen it, thank you, Keisha. There's an ongoing manhunt for 4 inmates at a Georgia jail, right?
Georgia.
Yeah, they escaped on Monday, right? And okay, so I'm gonna just give you a little rundown on the inmates, right? So the inmates they were identified as Joey Pornier, he's 52. We have a Chavez Stokes, he's 29. We have a Mark Anderson, 25, and a Jonathan Barnwell. He is 37. So we got men of all ages, right? Now I'm gonna tell y'all what they were on, what they were in jail for, so you understand them being outside. You know what I'm saying? They ain't supposed to be. They dangerous. So we have Fournier. That's a 52-year-old. He was being held for murder. Anderson, he was a 25-year-old. He was in there for aggravated assault. We have Barnwell. He was a 37-year-old. He was being detained for the U.S. Marshals, right? And Stokes was a 29-year-old. He was being also detained for possession of a firearm and drug trafficking, right? So I wanted to look in to see how they got out or what happened. So They say the inmates fled from the detention center through a damaged day room window and a cut fence. They said while a blue Dodge Challenger, so that's what you saw if you actually did see the news. There was a blue Dodge Challenger that was waiting. So the Challenger pulled up.
They had outside.
Yes, help. This is well thought and planned out. The Challenger pulled up to the location where they got out through the window and everything, through the fence, and helped the inmates flee. This was at 3 a.m. on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think of that? Because these are really well thought out escape plans and stuff. Why did they do that before they got caught? So you're telling me you were playing your escape better than you playing the crime that you want to commit so you don't get got?
Look, they say jail make you either a better person or a better criminal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, come on. When I saw it, I'm looking, I'm seeing the names roll across, and I was like, what is going on? Like why are we? Why are they breaking out so much? They didn't even say you might as well not even lock them up. Just leave them outside. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm starting to look at the justice system.
So
Uh,
they actually still on the run. Look, if they
they
smart,
still out there.
they
I'm gonna
smart. They
keep
ain't nowhere near
reporting.
Georgia. They ain't nowhere near Georgia. Gully, Miss A Block. Miss Ryder. Good morning to ye.
Good morning. It's a wrap for that. I just and the funny thing was some of them wasn't bad looking dudes. I was just as I look,
Maybe that's who's up in New York teaching you the game. Let me find out. Michelle Houston, home team.
now I would have to teach them how to be better criminals.
Oh, well,
I
damn
did
man,
some
what you
things
got
in my
going
time.
on, Trap Queen? What you got going on?
You ain't got caught yet.
Damn man.
Stuff you take to the grave with you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you take to the grave,
That part. Dez, listen, I wasn't asleep. I was looking at my phone.
Hey, to the
What
casket
you
drop.
throwing up? What you throwing up? Let me.
Oh, hey, I ain't as sweet as y'all think I am. Yeah. About that life. Hey. But it's okay because I'm tapping into my feminine. You know what I'm saying? To my feminine nature. I'm softer now. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be.
Softer.
I'm softer now because I ain't got no people around me that I got to turn up on. So yes, I'm softer now. I'm just just a powerful black woman.
Listen, y'all, it's 43 people in the room. Can we get them likes up a little something? I know y'all love us, but we want to menage with the algorithm, huh? Don't be mad at us because we want to share the love with the world and get the algorithm all oozing and bubbling. Pause to those that need that for their well-being. But guess what? We trying to get up. So if y'all can hit them thumbs up, don't cost you nothing to do that. They don't charge for a thumbs up. Just a millisecond of your time. That's it. You feel me? Have at it.
Yes. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna give y'all a bad story before I give y'all the politics.
Miss A Block. You know they call me by Pheel. Like no.
Angie, are you ready? All right.
What?
Yeah. I'm having a great day today. I'm sorry. I'm yeah.
Hey, J-Man Paul.
Here we go. All right. So I know that a lot of people have been saying this. A lot of people has been sending me this story. It's kind of a variation to the whole war and stuff that's going on. I'm just going to report it. Yeah, I'm saying I'm not going to do too much of saying my opinion or whatever. But I don't know if y'all heard, but on Monday, a lot of stuff happened on Monday. There was a funeral held in Joliet, Illinois, for a 6-year-old boy who was killed because he was Muslim. Did y'all hear about that story? A lot of people sent that story to me.
I did in passing hear something about it. Nothing crazy, but damn, I didn't know that though. Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's terrible because I give you the names. Wadia Al Fayume, I hope I'm saying that right. He was 6 years old. He was stabbed 26 times. This was on Saturday by his family's landlord. Right?
What?
Now this is the thing. It wasn't just him. It was the mother. His mother, Hanan Shaheen. She was 32 years old. She also suffered more than a dozen stab wounds, which prevented her.
So he went off on the family. Wow.
She couldn't even. Yeah, and they said it was because of the war and stuff that's happening. But we'll never truly know. Yeah, and she couldn't attend the funeral because she was in the hospital trying to recover. So she couldn't even see her son be buried.
And because of her faith, they quick to put theirs in the ground too.
I was just gonna say that. Yes, they say in tradition it is said that the deceased Muslims are buried as soon as possible after death. Which I never knew that. So I was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So she couldn't see it. And can you imagine that on a mother? And she endured the same, you know what I'm saying? So she saw him being killed, and then she can't even say her last respects. Like that's she gotta live with that forever. It's just crazy stuff going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And they say right now, nothing's going on as far as the attack is being investigated by the Department of Justice as a hate crime.
As it should be, because that's what it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
That's
keep up with that because I really want to know, like, what's gonna happen to this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even say the nationality of the landlord or anything. So I was just like, dang, I wonder what was he? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just imagine that. I don't know. I just, that was the,
Jewish people established here Jewish people as well, buried within 24 hours after death. Wow, didn't know that as far as Jewish folks. I didn't know that.
That's crazy. What do they do if you don't bury them like fast? Like, does the person that's supposed to bury them get in trouble, or how does that work?
That I don't know.
Do they take it out of the family's hands and do it themselves?
I don't. You would have to ask somebody that's Muslim to get that answer, because I don't know.
Wow.
I've never.
You know, I asked that because, like, when my father died, they wanted his eyes, right? And it took me real long time to tell them to take his eyes. And at the time, my mother was
organ transplant.
Yeah, it took me a long time, and eventually I just went ahead and did it. But it took a while. Then when it was time to bury him, his people actually had to go ahead and do it because I couldn't do it. Like, I just showed up. I couldn't do it. But my mother, it was nobody but me. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother is he's not around, and it was just a thing of, it took a while for me to physically say, okay, I'm ready to bury her, because I couldn't stand any of it. You know what I'm saying? And my family, well, I'm saying, I dared them. A lot of my family is still scared of me to this day. But it was just a thing of, so I would hate to, like, what would they do? You know what I'm saying? If somebody stalls like that, like it was crazy. But, it is interesting to hear, you know what I'm saying? Definitely interesting.
J-Ben said they do it, never happens. It's Allah's way, far as the prolonging of burial. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Did you turn your camera off?
Yeah, I had to get a pin, and I ain't really all the way together. Like, I don't want y'all to know me like that yet. More ass for class. Hey.
Hey. Y'all come on over to YouTube. It's Friday. Listen, and we feeling good on Feel Good Fridays on the Good Morning Gang morning show.
Yes.
I was sleeping on. You feel me?
Yes.
Fellas, she trying to make a clap for y'all, fellas.
Y'all definitely gonna have to dance to make our dance. I do nothing for free.
Just the way she like it.
I ain't trying to be liked. I'm trying to get paid.
Fellas, run it up.
Okay, y'all. Let me give y'all this. I found a story real interesting, right? And I kind of want to give y'all the politics though, but I'm gonna give y'all this story first, right? Matter of fact, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna give y'all the politics because I ain't done that in a while. Y'all know I was paying attention to the like the Speaker of the House, that they are trying to find somebody to replace my boy McCarthy. You understand? McCarthy was outstanding because they can't find nobody to replace him. And remember, I told you that the Republicans are having an issue because they're outnumbered now. If you didn't see those shows, please go back and watch those shows on Big Phil Speaks. There's nothing wrong with rewatching it. I rewatch these shows all the time. And I watch these comments too. You know what I'm saying? So I know when to flip out or not. That's up. That's a journalist do. We go back and look at our work.
Watching for the wrong damn reason.
You got to tune some people. Sometimes it happens. Hey, I'm okay with that. And if you looked at, y'all remember I was telling you that the Democrats were kind of they were outnumbering the Republicans. I don't know if you remember, I told you that the bills there were 4 bills that the Republicans wanted passed. They wanted the government to shut down, you know. But so I guess if you go back and you look at that, you'll get to understand a little bit about this. So and it has been updated. I just didn't. I can tell y'all the ending result or what is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's start. So they said a number of House Republicans, notorious doggone Republicans, are ready to block Republican. His name is Jim Jordan. So he's the pick now.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a little bit about Jim Jordan for what they didn't.
Hey, Nico, how you doing? Good morning.
What they didn't what they didn't say about him. I looked into him a little bit. I always look into these politicians and stuff. So they said they're blocking his path to the speakership, what they call the House Speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because some Republicans criticize Jordan and aren't willing to back him and others, right? So they're saying that there are people that are angry at what they call the hardliners. Now, the hardliners are, the Republicans, who took out McCarthy. I don't know if y'all remember, I said that the Democrats got with the Republicans, or the Republicans went to go get the Democrats to finally take out McCarthy. But McCarthy was the one that stopped the government shutdown. You get what I'm saying? So, just a little backdrop I keep giving y'all. Okay, right? So now when McCarthy left, remember I told you, it sunk the majority leader. And there's another majority leader that sunk too. His name is Steve Scalise. I hope I'm saying that right. Y'all can look into him because he was supposed to go against Jordan, right? And they said they don't want to reward any of these moves by electing Jordan. So they just don't like Jordan. They're not pumping with him. And they said now, but Jordan, like I said, is the preferred candidate. So he was the one that was supposed to replace McCarthy. Now, the reason I found out that they don't like Jim Jordan, is because Jim Jordan took a secret vote. And I guess I'm pretty sure I put that in somewhere. But he did a secret vote to see how good he might do with them voting for him. Because the House has to vote, right? And he was gonna win, but when they found out, this is what they're trying to do to stop it. So that's why I'm reporting this. Okay, so they said a Republican conference nominated Jordan as speaker last week after Scalise, that's Steve Scalise, dropped his bid. Now, Scalise had initially been selected by the conference as its nominee. He was supposed to defeat Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. Now, he ended up defeating him, though. He ended up losing, actually, to Jordan. It was 133 to 99. That was in the first speaker vote. So, there's a series of votes that they have. You get what I'm saying? But remember I told you, Jordan went behind him and did a secret vote. So he knew he was going to win already. You get what I'm saying? So this is the stuff I be talking about with politics. Y'all can laugh and play. You can call me whatever, but I know what's going on in the world. And this I'm just trying to enlighten y'all about some of this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because these are the people that's going to be making decisions. So I'm going to be honest. I thought it was brilliant that Jordan went and actually did the secret vote. Why not? Let me see where I'm at. If not, I won't even put my hat in the race. You know what I'm saying? But he was the preferred, the one that was supposed to.
Yeah.
Now, Scalise, right? So Scalise was forced to withdraw after more than a dozen Republicans said they wouldn't vote for him. So even though they had the first vote, he was ready to already say, you know what, since they're not going to vote for me, I'm out. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a lot about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But, you like who you like. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a genius. And I think he could do a lot with this whole, sorry about that, with this whole McCarthy thing.
Don't he know you online? Don't he know? Gotta go in circles. Oh,
So now they say since Georgia is now facing the same problem from Republicans because they are angry at McCarthy. So that's another reason why they don't like Jordan. Now, this is my thing. They saying they're angry at McCarthy for leaving, right? But y'all pushed him out. What y'all saying? Y'all pushed him out. He didn't leave. Y'all pushed him out. I talked about this where they voted and they pushed the man out. You know what I'm saying? So,
maybe they didn't. Maybe they're mad he didn't fight more for his position. Maybe then to keep his position. I don't know.
Yo, this is my thing, right? When you're not this, and this is like for life too. When you're not like, sometimes you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes you gotta let the demons win and suffer.
You gotta know. You gotta know
what they doing now. They suffering.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Then you got some people that just because you don't like them, they're gonna be in your face and they're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And they hope you choke on that hate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's people like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, it's people like that. So he was just like, look, I'm out. I saved the government.
Y'all playing that? Okay, have at it. Yeah, I can
like
dig that.
Watch me win. You know what I'm saying? Hate that.
I can dig that. And J-Man, I wasn't texting nobody. Thank you very much for your support.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I just think like they getting what karma. Yeah, that karma come around.
You asked for it, you got it. Listen, I say it all the time. You want to play, have at it. You want that funky, have at it. You want that fraudulent, have at it. Because it's gonna come visit you. It's gonna come visit you.
It's crazy. And even when, like I was saying about the secret vote, even when they voted, let me tell you how the Republicans do. So he held a secret vote, right? In the Congress on whether Republicans would support him or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, and 53 of the Republicans have voted no. So now he winning even though they hating on him. You know what I'm saying? He's still coming out on top. So, that's a life lesson. Just a little life lesson. Yeah.
She said just a little.
Going to shine regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just some of us. It don't matter. Do what you do. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I kind of like where he going. Now, I did hear that the second vote that he lost, but I'm looking at that because it will be 1-1. So I will be reporting on that probably Monday. I just saw a little like thing on that. So it's just something. Just something to think of.
She said just a little something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bullets hurt. You got hit by one, hey, duck next time. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Bob and weave. Bob and use your weave. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one time lighting y'all about what's going on.
Shout out to the political news, you know what I'm saying? The news about politics. Make sure y'all pay attention to more than just the big race, y'all. I keep saying that. There's some voting coming up, I think in November, that's going to be pertinent to some local areas. Make sure y'all get on top of that. Make sure y'all get on top of that because it's some of those races that will help push what we need and what we want into
in the cities and stuff,
the higher up races and into the the total situation.
And you know what I do around that time? I usually work for the church. I try to get the message out there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for people to vote, especially in my neighborhood or whatever. So I will come and I'll tell y'all a little bit about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you some information, I'll also be doing maybe like little PSAs on the internet for people because it seems like we keep picking like the wrong people, you know what I'm saying? And then we complain later on that stuff is not happening in our favor. They don't care about us. And you know what I'm saying? Like in New York, if anybody's from New York, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes that I'm the only one. But I don't know if y'all look how Adams is doing us. Look at the stuff that a lot of people just went into the voting box and said, oh, he black, that's who I'm gonna vote for. And a lot of times when you do that, that's terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we starting to see
know who the hell you voting for. Definitely.
Yes.
And
Even
Shy,
like
I was
Biden.
not biting my lip for nobody. Wasn't nobody biting their lip. What you
Yes, he
talking?
could be white as a cracker. If he the one that's doing something for my community and I'm sorry. But as a snowflake, I don't know what to
There
say.
you go.
I don't
There
know how
you
to
go.
describe them. My bad, y'all. But I will vote if he for us. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? I care about my community. Like, so I have to do the hard work. People are saying, oh, I care about my community, I care about my community. And they don't even vote. You get what I'm saying? They do nothing for the community, but they so pro-black. It don't work like that.
Yeah,
It don't even go together. You know what I'm saying?
Moon,
You're lying
good
to
morning,
yourself.
Moon. Yeah. Moon
Like, come
Sniper in the building.
Yeah. So
ain't nobody falling out, Jay, man. What you talking? I am tired, but I'm good. I'm goody like the mob.
Yeah, so it happens like that. You know what I'm saying? But
good.
I guess we'll be letting y'all know, even if y'all don't want to know about it. Hopefully, it'll motivate somebody to go vote. Voting takes less than 5 minutes. See what I'm saying? So, I was all in the pandemic trying to get the vote out, and I was scared to death of COVID. I refused. They gave me a right to vote, and I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I refuse. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm on the stretcher, I don't see how they going to stop me. I must have phoned in my vote. I wish we could do that. But okay, I found another interesting story, right? Let me tell you about this one. Y'all ain't say nothing about the whole political thing, huh?
Actually, Vino did right there.
Thank you, Vito. Thank you, you beautiful black woman. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a story, right? Y'all keep playing around. I'm gonna start talking about Will and Jada. There is a point I want to hit on with that too, but I'm gonna save it for my YouTube show. The next YouTube show gonna be explosive. You know what I'm saying? And hey, if you ever cared about being a man in any type of way, I'm about to fire y'all up. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I'm gonna cut that show up and put it on Instagram. I want all the smoke, all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to fire y'all in. So,
we gonna see what you
change my mind on a lot of stuff.
We gonna see what you got to say.
I better come represent your spotlight. We gonna represent these clicks. That's all I'm saying.
Pause.
So all I'm saying, yeah, everything but the kitchen sink.
Mr. Rich said Tupac faked his death to get away from Jada.
Hey, I think I'm starting not to look at Jada so bad. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to think that like she's moving strategically. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
And the way Will love her, I don't think she as bad as people keep saying. Because he got like an unconditional love. That's like a love that ain't going nowhere.
He could. Okay, that could be a public facade. He could. But that could be a public facade.
But you do that for years. You've been doing that for years. Like, I'm just like, the way he's been coming at stuff, I got a whole new respect. And I'm going to be honest, I thought Will was, playing for the other team. I really did. And we still don't know.
We still don't know. Jada is the reason why I date men.
What? Who said that?
Moon.
Moon.
But I'll say this, right? Because you said, why would he do that for all these years? If you got a body, you committed a crime, you gonna hold that down for as long as possible. He might got some skeletons in that closet that he don't want released. You never know.
You think he might be playing for the other side?
I don't know, but there's a lot of rumors, a lot of things that's been said. Allegedly, he might be holding on to her ankles like, baby, I got you, just stay here.
I thought so too, but she denied those rumors.
Of course she would. Of course she would. Money, 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 money.
Like they keep saying that she don't, she don't ride for her husband, but she wanted to destroy him. That was a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? All she had to do was say, yeah, my husband, is out there.
You never know what she put in that book.
Nah, she said she didn't put it in the book, though. I just gave y'all the story the other day. Do y'all listen to me? This is why Wednesday show was so cool with me, because I don't be thinking y'all be listening no way. I'm just saying. Because I said, I gave a whole rundown of what was in the book. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I
Low
think
kisses.
Will is really, like, he's really softening my heart up. I'm just going to be honest. That type of love people only dream about. You know what I'm saying? That type of love, that's the type of love that
Love is
your
unconditional.
grandma and your granddad had. They don't have love like that no more. All this love right now is very conditional. Like, let's be honest.
Love is supposed to definitely be unconditional.
And it's not.
However, if the reciprocation of love should look a different way, because how she's carrying it, that's not love. That's a hurt. That's a hurt or a bitter person
It could
doing
be
and
a cry
saying
for help.
some of the things that she say. Huh? Yeah, could be.
Because women
But,
act
but
up
why?
when
But
they
why
want your attention.
But why would she need that? Why would she need to have a cry for help in that such manner to where it makes the person you love look that bad? Why?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think Will looks that bad. She
Why?
didn't say he was
No,
gay.
Will don't look bad. What happens is it garners a lot of sympathy for him because of how she's moving, in a way.
Yes,
But it doesn't exude, I really love my husband. It's almost like I tolerate him for whatever professional reasons, or I put on my mask. I wear the mask to hide how I'm really thinking and feeling for this man. Certain statements about when he said my wife, I look like and.
But they were separated. So, I mean, you got to think about that. And I'm trying to look at both sides because you got to think about that. And we're separated for 7 years or so. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even living in the house. They say she in the house, and they say she not in the house, or he in the house, he not in the house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you come to a award show and you be like, my wife, my wife. That's just like that my man, my man, my man thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, since when? It's been 7 years. I ain't been your wife. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Because she is she is from the hood. So there is a certain type of realness that you will exude when you're from the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain type of fakeness that people from the hood don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they look. You know, I deal with it every day. So
I think the red table talk. I think the red table talk was like the tip of the iceberg when it came to the disrespect, because the fact that they chose to talk about what they talked about when they talked about it, and Will had tears. I don't know if those tears were of sadness or of anger. And you know how sometimes you get so mad and you tear up because you really want to do something else, and you just I don't know what it was, but you said you felt it. Oh my!
It was heartfelt. I fell in love. I said, Will. Nah, Will, but I didn't get mad at her. I was just like, Dad, if Will's single soon, somebody really is gonna that type of love he showed.
You trying to find his number, huh?
What?
You trying to find his number?
Like where Will DMs? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Brooklyn girl. Cause I be damn, like I was just like, yo, this is beautiful. And he's like, he's never gonna say nothing against her. He's what? I thought that was amazing. What black man you know is talking like that? You know what I'm saying? None. That's right. Will is in
unless you one that got a lot to lose. If you say something else, I agree with you, Moon. I think Jada is ruining her own image day by day.
Well, that's true.
I think she is. All for $1. This book or whatever. That's
gonna be a lot of dollars. That's a lot of dollars right there. A lot of people gonna read that book. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, but it's the same thing that some of your other artists are doing. This is the stuff they do. They trump up drama to sell their products. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm 2 minutes off you know what I'm saying? A twerking video or something, so I can sell these damn candles. I'm gonna have to show something because people ain't buying these candles or something. I be damned. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need some ass to shake. Like, what do you need for these damn candles? Like, yes, people love
drama. Get in her DM and let her know what y'all need from her to get them candles.
Like, what you need? Everybody else showing their ass and they loving it. You know what I'm saying? So what we doing?
You opening up a Pandora's box for real.
What
your
about that?
DMs,
Like, what?
your DMs about to be lit. Fellas, maybe ladies too. Let
Yeah,
her
I
know.
just
Get that DM. Let her know what y'all need to get them. Yeah.
that,
Hey,
bond
Rashad.
cancel it too. Dang, I'm not doing this for my health. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody cash apping me. You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
Damn man. Would you do you think you'll buy her book?
I think I will because I want to report some of the stuff that's in it. So I definitely.
Is it hold on? Is it about you gonna report about it, or you just really want to know? You really want to see what's in the book? Come on, let's be honest.
Now I'm like, like, I'm kind of like a journalist. I went to school for this. So I really want to like report because I think a lot of people have like the wrong idea of their relationship. You know what I'm saying? I see it from both ways. I see Jada as a real powerful woman that don't take no nonsense, and they're gonna hate her regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever she says is gonna be wrong because Will is a very sensitive and compassionate man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what I see in real life.
But he's an actor too.
Exactly. That's another thing. They both actors. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I see? When I see the real powerful black woman, you know what I'm saying? She say something, people hate it. Usually on the other side of that is a real disgruntled, angry black man that want to throw every shot at you because he mad, because he's still in love. He still wants you and you ain't taking his nonsense. You get what I'm saying? So that be that hate that you get. And I really think Jada's a real strong black woman. You know what I'm saying? And I think her dude was effing off and she started to F off too. But now all of a sudden she wrong and he not. Everybody know that we'll have Becky with the good hair, right? We all know this. You know what I'm saying? And he might have had Dwayne Martin too. I be talking about that all the time too. Like we don't know, but they both did the same thing. But she's a scapegoat for it because, I guess it was the son's friend or whatever, and it was another celebrity, and when Will was smart enough not to get caught. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? She did. So, and he helped that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and from what I heard, they were sleeping with the boy together. So we don't know this allegedly. This is what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
Yes, because August did say that Will knew that what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And he'd been saying it from day one. So, and that, from what I heard, is in the book also. So, hey, Moon, I may get this book for you.
Hey, Moon, I think you're right. Eventually, we all wake up. Eventually. And hopefully, he waking up or will wake up. Will wake up. That's a double on top. Will wake up.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, what type of what type of vagina does Jada have to make a man look like that? It must be kryptonite.
It might not be the punani. She might be into some things, some other things.
That mind control, is that what it is?
It got something on. Look, that situation is weird.
There's something he like.
That situation is weird, if you ask me. But
yeah.
At the end of the day, from a male's perspective, and Will is going to have to decide what love is the stronger love. The love that he has for the unity, if that's really there, or love enough for his self-respect to say, you know what, I love you, but I can't do this. I got to go across here. I got to love you from afar. Because how long does it take for, and how much is he supposed to take from her in the realm of disrespect, in the realm of belittling his character, whatever the case may be? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and it was him constantly berating and belittling her, people would tear him a new asshole. So the little bit that she's getting by way of bad press and negative energy from people is well deserved, because if it was him doing it to her, it'd probably be 10 times over what she's getting. But you can love somebody and realize that it's not enough, or it's not right, or you have to love them from afar and allow them to deal with their own self, or whatever the case may be. Because loving somebody that's constantly tearing you down, it's gonna tear you down on the inside. if that
So
makes
you
sense.
don't think she's just telling her truth?
It could be her truth. It could be, but that don't mean you got to handle it in that way. You could, but how can I put it? Because we don't know. We don't know what their marriage is like. We don't know what's real, what's fake. We don't know how bad he treated her, how good he treated her, how bad she treated him, how good she treated him. We all speculating and assuming because we ain't in them doors. We can say, looking at a couple of them children and a couple of things that something ain't been, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things that have been said, you can look at it and be like, what the hell is going on? But at the end of the day, I would think that, because no marriage is perfect, one. We look up to certain marriages because at the time we looked up to Will and Jada's marriage. We look up to marriages like, man, we want that. We want that long suffering, that unconditional love, that But
what if marriage is really like that? You know what I'm saying? What if they tired of see, I always look at the what ifs, right? Like, what if they tired of playing that, they have the perfect marriage and they just giving us the real. You get what I'm saying? The stuff that does happen in marriages. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not happy in my relationship, do I have to, you know what I'm saying, to make you happy, I gotta be out here lying? No, I don't like this dude. I don't like what he did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I should have knocked him down the stairs, you know what I'm saying? I hit him with the kitchen knife, you know what I'm saying? But they said I got to love him till death. Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. She just might be a very opinionated woman that's tired of lying about her relationship.
But for somebody that seems like, for someone that's verbally saying that there's no love there, basically, why stay? What do you gain out of it? Because if you divorce him, you still get some money, I would think. And he has a rack of bread.
More money than he would. Yeah, definitely get way more money.
So,
but he don't want to leave, so something got to be good there. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to go nowhere. And he the one so-called getting beat down. You get what I'm saying? So he don't want to go nowhere.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it because, man, at Keisha Hall, I never microwaved a damn turkey a day in my life. Thank you very much. That's some bullshittery. I don't know where you heard that one from.
Yeah, like, and I'm gonna be honest, we see more than one celebrity couple right now faking the funk so they can sell their businesses, so they can, you know what I'm saying, be more in the spotlight. They do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much of it I believe because he ain't going nowhere. So how hurt can he really be? I don't know. I don't know who's a glutton for punishment like that. After a while, you get your mind up and you go about your business.
It could all be a publicity stunt. Like you said, to sell more books, because now people really want to know what's in that book. What is she dropping? What secrets? What is she telling? What tea is she spilling in that book? And he could be on the same page with, like, baby, I'm gonna let you have at it, but we gonna clear this up later. So for now, I'm and then. But your ass, after this book drop and they give you these sales, your ass better clear this up because you got me looking crazy.
Luckily, Will wasn't like Puff and eliminated his book writer allegedly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I posted you both, but we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I took them straight off the earth.
Unconditional love is a self word. If you think about it, people fall out of love. So have love for that's a fact. Pretty passionate, very complex.
Witnesses don't get to tell the story.
Ain't nobody have no damn diet. Rich, what you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Okay, Sarah Lynn, I'll answer that one. I'll say that. She said, if people say apple dumpling isn't good for you, does it change how you feel? It doesn't change what people say, but I'm at a point back myself up. That's why I don't get why he don't back himself up, because they've been together for eons now.
Yeah,
I would back the hell up. I would say, you know what? I'll take my love, put it in a bag. I'll put my love in a bag and put it over my shoulder and kick rocks. You hear me? That's me.
He in love. That's that strong love. That's the love that you wish for. This fake love now, people love you for a few minutes and then they on to the next one is whack. This is why these relationships don't work. You know what I'm saying? It's that fake love. We don't have the love like we used to have, like the grandma and the granddad love. That don't exist no more. Where we see that at?
But is that really love, or is that just public whitewashing of a situation?
Hey, even Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think that's fake love too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. The Lemonade album taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, okay, y'all can be real people too. Like, but I think it's all this microwave love. I keep talking about microwave. You know, and I don't know. It's just a shame. You know what I'm saying? People don't really know anybody. They go into relationships. They don't even, you know what I'm saying, know the person that they with. You know, if it sound good, it look good, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a shame. And I really reward the fact that he is so unconditional with his love. Even if it's a publicity stunt, I'm hoping that some of our black men take that and be like, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Maybe I should be more like Will. Will is 10 toes down. That's what 10 toes down is. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down ain't giving you a little money every now and then, or you know what I'm saying, or pacifying your BS. Yo, Will said, I love her. I'm not going to say nothing about her. Don't ask me nothing about my wife. I'm going to be with her forever. Like, hey, he did a whole speech. I just love that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest, I may do a lot about it today. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of, I know that man going to come in there on flames, but it's okay, because I'm about that life. Because they got to tell me something. They got to tell me something. Because Will is winning. I don't care what y'all say. What y'all say about it? I want to know how y'all feel, too. Because Will is for damn sure winning. You know, I don't know if y'all want to come up and talk about it. Y'all can, like, yeah, like, come up. We not. Yeah, it's you know, it's public. Hey,
say yeah, it's public.
Yeah, like, I don't mind the comments. You know what I'm saying? Even the keyboard gangsters, come up. I know you ain't gonna come up, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all gotta say. Type it in big letters so I can see it though.
What you said, Sarah, that was very much true. Some of those older couples stayed together out of necessity, not always love. But what would be the necessity in this? Because he's a mega superstar. He can have another woman. He can have another woman if he so choose, or man, whatever he's into. She can have somebody else. What's the true necessity of it for them to stay together at this point? The kids are grown. So you ain't got to raise no more children. You know what I'm saying? No, they say, using her analogy, that which was true, a lot of older couples stay together out of necessity, not always love. So if it ain't love, what's the necessity in them staying together? It don't make sense, because
you said it's not love.
If it's not love, what's the necessity? What would be the necessity of them staying together? Because they're starting to really not look like a power couple no more.
I think they're still a power couple though. I think they're still powerful. They you know, I don't see nothing that's changed, because people separate all the time. But I appreciate the fact that they staying in it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people quit. You know what I'm saying? And I hate a quitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, when time gets rough, you just out the door. You know what I'm saying? Which means you're not built for it tough. You know what I'm saying? You might as well put on a pad. Like, I don't like the type of men. You know what I'm saying? So I just respect this man for staying in this. Because I'm be honest, like y'all said, if they was to split up, you know, they got to separate some things or whatever. But let me tell you something. When after all of that, like they saying that Will went through, I mean, there'd be a second divorce. He done did this already. He used to this. If you know what I'm saying? If you angry, then, you know, hey.
I'm sorry. J-Man, you a fool.
What's wrong?
Talking about Phil knows about microwave love, turkeys, mashed potatoes, and greens.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I think so too, Moon. That is very complex and filled with emotional abuse. One to the other. No matter what side you want to look at it, it's crazy. There's no necessity. Yeah. There's no necessity in this case unless they're under a contract. It don't make sense.
I think it's love.
But what kind of love is that? Love ain't supposed to be like that. Love is not supposed to be like that.
It's not. I think it's Will's love for Jada. I'm going to be honest. And I think deep down she loves him, because she could have really destroyed him. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why I tell, like she could have really destroyed him on that whole gay thing because everybody think he gay. So she could have really said no. You know what I'm saying? He swallowing glizzies every day. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, like he could have did that. All right. Some reason every time I say glizzy, you stuff turn up.
Pause.
Or somebody get mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she could have really destroyed him. She didn't do that. She said no. She said no. No, he don't do that. That's false. You know what I'm saying? She said all that stuff was false about him. That's love. Like if I don't love you, you get what I'm saying? That's love. That's respect.
Love is supposed to be long suffering. Love is supposed to be long suffering, right? Like you are supposed to you are supposed to endure a lot more than you would from somebody that you aren't in relationship with, that you aren't, one with, that an outsider. However, how long does that suffering go on? How long?
He's a strong man. It's I respect him. And Will 55. So I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I just got a newfound respect for him. Even if he is swallowing glizzies, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the man that he is, I'm okay with that. He's strong.
You okay? Man. You okay with him?
Say it, Phil.
You okay with him staying in the fire while he's being publicly executed?
I don't think that's what's happening to him.
By the person that should be backing people down for him.
I think men are just overly sensitive. I really think so. I think that she is telling her truth, that she is not with him. They are not in the same house. Stop putting her together with him. Let me tell y'all what it is. She's telling her truth. I just think men are like, oh my God, Jada, this, and that. Like, y'all don't accept strong women. I don't know what that, like, what is that about? I see it all day on social media. Anytime a woman step up, oh, you know what I'm saying? She's combative. She's masculine. She's a grill for, defund her. Don't listen to her. She wants to be a man.
No, it's a way in which your truth can be the truth, but when does it go beyond the truth? When it becomes too much? When does it become more than just you showing and telling your truth? When does it become like a witch hunt or a warlock hunt?
When she starts to attack him. She has never attacked him yet, not one time.
That is attacking him. She's just
saying that she's not in love.
No, she's attacking him without cussing him out. She's attacking him.
I don't think so.
She's very smart. Jada's been very smart in her things. Moon Sniper.
Hey
guys, good morning.
Good morning. What is your say on this? You've had some very interesting comments in the comments.
It's crazy. But I can't I can't even lie. I would also like to see the book. I would like to read the book as well.
Yeah, I want to see a book.
But what I would say is I think that Jada is a covert narcissist. I think that her type of abuse is a very long and enduring type. A narcissist usually never wants to remove the victim from their lives because they're getting that type of supply. So you're right. She didn't say that he was gay. She didn't say that he did all these things because she wants to control what people know and what they don't know, which is what we've seen her do for years.
Boy.
For her to, because I know that it was said, you had mentioned maybe she's telling her truth, and maybe she is, but who asked for the truth?
The news people, they want to know.
No, I think that she's releasing certain things in her marriage. One, which I find highly disrespectful. And if he did it, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if he did it. And if this relationship was modeled in other, celebrity relationships as well, I think that he is an emotional victim. I think that he represents someone of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp era when it comes to women can be facetious and evil and lying and conniving, and they can also turn a narrative to public opinion based on the ideas of their
Man.
relationship. And I think that once we saw the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, it kind of opened up a door of saying, oh, wow, you are actually the most, tactile and malignant type person compared to Johnny Depp. And we got to
Yeah, that was
see
pretty.
that in
Yeah.
real time. And I think that Jada is benefiting from Will to many degrees. He's very comfortable with her, might even be very fearful of her. But this is another thing. His pride is also keeping him in the marriage. Before he was divorced, before he was married to her, he was once married to his first wife who
Yes.
divorced him. He said, I don't
Mhm.
believe in marriage. I'm never going to get divorced. I think that Jada has played into that for so long. Someone who loves you doesn't talk about their dead ex for decades. Someone who loves you doesn't
Man.
little problem. Someone who
You break
doesn't
it up,
go
man.
on a show and say we've been separated for years. And why is it that she's the talking piece and he's not? Why is it that we're only seeing her point of
You breaking up, Moon.
Moon.
Moon,
Uh-oh.
if you there,
look? But once
you have broke up.
Moon, you breaking up.
Sniper.
You went on mute.
You muted, yeah.
Okay. Moon, you hear us? He probably come back. Maybe driving or something.
Come back up, Moon. Come back up.
Yeah.
He might be going in this
We
elevator.
can't hear you, Moon. Mm. And if y'all want to come up and get into the conversation, y'all can. Like, you know?
Come back, Moon.
Yeah.
Wasn't Will still taking his ex on vacation and stuff during his current marriage? But that was like an extended
They
family
doing the same
type of,
thing. But she
that was
getting
like
all
an,
the
was like an
backlash from it.
that was like an extended family type of situation. Whereas,
Not Becky with the good hair. No, it wasn't. You don't remember that one?
His ex-wife. No, he talking about.
No, that wasn't his ex-wife. That was a white.
No, we talking.
That was that was
talking,
another from another mother.
No. We're not talking about him sliding off and having a whatever.
And he did that before she got with August. You remember that, right? Y'all remember the white woman? Let me see if I can get the picture of the white. Y'all don't. His hands are not clean.
I mean, nobody's saying that, but
see, Jada thinks she's slick. She sent the little IT tech person in here to
message. Moon has to be stopped. He has to be stopped.
She said, not before the book. But once that book does come out, that's when she will destroy him. That's when she will go volatile. That's when she will go feral. She will go crazy because once the book, because she needs money. Because once he leaves her, she'll have none. Because she hasn't. What's the last stuff she been in? Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe that Jada is doing this to play in his face, to embarrass him, to shame him, in my opinion. And again, maybe he doesn't care. But what I would say is, how long should someone stick by emotional and psychological abuse before they leave? Because if we base it off of that, on it's 10 toes down, it's her, it's him being strong and resilient and this and that. Tina should have stayed with Ike. Mary should have stayed with her man. Everybody should have stayed with everybody. Mary should have let him do whatever he wanted and take her money and abuse her and all of that. And she should have stayed 10 toes down. Tina should have stayed 10 toes
Tina
down.
should have killed Ike. Let's be honest.
Elon and Tyga should. And Tiger Woods should have stayed together. If that's what we're labeling as love, because it's abuse.
That's true.
Tiger and Elon broke up because he cheated with them several. I almost said the phrase because it was very funny. Cracker, I'm Ritz, love those. Cause and he did too, cause he slept with all of them. And that's why Elon took that 9 iron and busted up that Yukon, and he crashed in them trees in front of that house. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, there's a thin line between admiration and fatal attraction. And I think that when it comes to Jada and Will, she is trying to emotionally abuse him. So when she physically leaves, or when he physically leaves, he is still in that turmoil. Because remember, what is chaos to the fly is normality to the spider.
All right now. You gotta say that. I understood that too.
Listen,
You're doing good.
and,
More credit.
and
I like
at
that.
the end of the
I'm gonna
day,
say that on the line today. I'm gonna give you the credit for that. They're gonna
at
be
the
like,
end
what? Oh, she killing it.
at the end of the day, all we are left with is assumption and speculations, and just the tidbits that are thrown out there for us to see. So, none of us know what's going on, but we can kind of that assumption and that speculation is going to grow heavy by what it is we're presented with. And up to date, yeah, Will might have cheated. Okay, yeah. She might have cheated. Yeah, okay. They got past it supposedly, but what she's doing now is a little bit deeper and a little bit different than I'm tired of your shit. Because you can be tired of somebody's shit and just be gone. You can be tired of somebody's shiggity and say enough is enough. I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna have at what I want. I want to get with somebody that's gonna love me right, or that's gonna, give me the sex that I want, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is, right? Why stick and stay only to have the viscosity, the ferociousness towards the man that you claim you want to stay with for whatever reason. It just don't make sense to me.
Maybe she's ready for him to
It
go.
would be so much easier, huh?
And why? Maybe she's ready for him to go. And why is
Why
he
she
not
won't? Why
ready to
she don't
go?
up and leave then? Why she don't up and leave? Why won't she
Because
up and leave?
that would break the
Mess with the
role
money.
of victim, and that would also break the role of the narrative that she's trying to paint. He left me, remember, because she knows if he leaves, that goes against everything that he said back in the day. Oh, I don't leave marriages, I don't this, I don't that. She's basically grooming the situation to her favor. She's not going to leave. She knows it may implode, but she wants to be put out before she's ever get up, because then that can continue her victim role. Because
Right.
remember, a covert narcissist. All of these things. Oh my God, I missed Pac. I went through this. I went through that. What about Will? What is he going through? How does he feel?
I'm on YouTube.
Those things are all important, but Jada will never play into that. She's only going to play into, I'm speaking, I'm doing this, I'm expressing, I always did, whatever. And then when he changes, that's when she's going to change into an even bigger victim. Now I'm the victim. He left me. I can't believe this. He couldn't take it. He da 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 da. She's a covert narcissist. And the craziest thing is she does it right in front of our face, in front of his face. And she emotionally and psychologically abuses him. And why he stays, I have no idea, but he needs to get up. He needs to get up and get some self-respect. Okay.
Sometimes enough has to be enough. That's a fact.
After a while,
Sometimes
he
enough
will.
has to be enough.
He will. I think after a while, I think Will is I guess if that's the case, he may come up out of it. And I think we've all been abused by a narcissist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody the other day, I was talking to my homegirl. I said, I used to talk to somebody. I used to cry every time I talked to them. I wouldn't cry with nobody else. I would cry every time I talked to them. And I couldn't figure out why. Because I was going with a narcissist. I was going with somebody that was playing, you know what I'm saying? My mind. Like, and I was like, and she was like, yeah, because you don't even be crying like that. I was like, yeah, like this, I was going with a demon. You know what I'm saying? So if Will is in that mind cluster thing there, eventually he will come out of it, but he gonna lose quite a lot of money coming out of it. But does it matter? Because he can always do another movie.
Question. Miss A Block asked a great question. Does anybody know whether or not they have a prenup?
I do not, but Will, if you can hear me, remember everything that she said about the marital things that happen. Get you a good lawyer, expose her for the men that she's cheated on you with. Go ahead and utilize all those red talks and those carpets and those red tables, and go ahead and utilize that and remind us how much of an adulterer she was, so you can go ahead and keep as many coins in your pocket.
That part.
But you
he
know
who
why he
strikes
can't
first,
do that though? You know why
he
he can't do that though, right? I'm showing y'all right now.
He
Because
who
he
strikes
cheated first.
He who strikes, you never know if he cheated first. That was public though.
It's right here. Y'all don't remember this?
You missing what I'm saying.
All black women remember this right here.
No. You hear what you he might have cheated. Yes, he definitely cheated. You don't know who cheated first.
It go by the date. We know the date that she was with August, right?
Playing on public opinion and
hold on, evolution. We in a relationship, evolution. What people don't know don't mean that it ain't happened. You could have been cheating on Moon 5 years ago or 2 years ago when it didn't come out. But
that's fine. I'm sleeping with a man, honey. Love you. I see you at dinner.
That's right.
I got with an apple. Look, I got with an apple, and it got publicized, and then it looks like Pheel cheated first. I'm just saying, it could have. You never know what it could have been.
It looked like retaliation to me on August. August looked like retaliation to me.
No,
because August was cool with all of them. You know, it was the son's friend. It just looked like retaliation to me. And it made me go look up a while back. Was like, yeah, I know. Wasn't Will? Because they had said, remember they kept saying that Will was going on those trips with Dwayne Martin and all that. And then the white woman came around. They called Becky with the good hair. That's what they call her. I didn't know what she looked like inside.
Now, you
remember that, right, Will?
that rumor in that situation with Dwayne Martin. That rumor with Dwayne and Will and Dwayne Martin. That's kind of a heavy rumbling behind the scenes, but like you said, Moon, it's a lot of times in divorce proceedings who strikes first, one, and depending on the state you in and what their statute is on adultery or whatever the case may be, if he strikes first in that manner and it's all this, because you could explain away a picture or two.
He can also get up for defamation of character and slander, because he's been quiet. Fact. She just been saying any old thing and everything. You know what, Will? I hope you treat Jada like you did Vicky in iRobot and just shut her down.
Thank you, Shy Love, for the super sticker. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Because even though it's those pictures or whatever, unless they got real footage to show them interacting in such a way, that's speculation. That can be explained away or reasonable.
Because Jada is saying that she did it, and the other guy is saying that he did it, and she's standing on that. And all Will got to do is defamation,
that part. That's
psychological abuse, adultery, doing.
Thank you, Mo, because that's where I was going with it. With her,
and I hope it's a public hearing and a public trial as well too, so then public opinion can go ahead and lean in and go ahead and get her up and out of there.
Thank you, Sean, for the super sticker. Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean that would be good, reporting. I would love to see what cards each one of them play. So yeah, that would be great. You think they would ever do that? Probably not, right?
I don't know.
That would be a fabulous coup de grace for Will, though. You wanted to put out a book. Let's go ahead and have a public divorce.
You know what I'm not gonna respect though? If after all this they get divorced and then Will show up with a white woman or a woman other than a black woman, he gonna be a sucker like all of them are. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be a sucker.
Why?
He gonna be a
yeah. What if he fall in love?
That means you couldn't handle black women, so you went to something weaker and easier to manipulate. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? I said it. I choose violence, Mo. I said it. He's gonna be a sucker.
Sarah Lynn came up with a good point, but I think, because I said it earlier, but what if Jada has receipts on Will that he doesn't want to come out? I really truly think that could be what's going on to me, because ain't no way you gonna stick and stay that long under all this verbal abuse that she's giving you publicly, and still stay so firmly, unless there's something that we just missing. It just don't add up that way, because it's like after a while it was like he don't need her. He might want her, or maybe he don't, but he don't need her. unless he needs her for a cover for something else, for a lifestyle or for choices or secret relationships or something. He don't need her, just like she don't need him. That's why I'm like, why not just going about your business one way or the other? And you said earlier, maybe she's waiting for him to leave. But okay, if you tired and you over, if you tired and over, why don't you just go ahead and bounce, Jada?
No, she need that money. She not really, you know.
Yeah, maybe after the book she might leave.
Like you said, after she get them checks from them.
But he can sue her for that money too, because while any money made in that marriage is free game.
That's very true. Community property. Yep. Very true. So I don't know how they're gonna do this. I think he may really love her though. I think he really may just be still in love with her, and he got to wake up if that's what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing else. You know, I don't know. From what he said, you know, he looked like a man that was really in love, and it touched me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That dude. Wait a minute. It touched me. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was teaching you football touched you. But that's you feel me?
He love that woman. I think they should be together, because she did say that they were working on the marriage now. So I don't know if that means they.
This don't seem like working on it. You ever tried to work on something and it's working on you? This
man, listen, man. Yeah, and simply, Dave, I agree with you. If he ever really truly loved her, he probably will always love her. But that don't mean you have to love somebody and stay with them. You can love them from afar. You can love them from out of the relationship. Just you can remember some of the good, but the bad says I can't. I love myself enough to say that I can't, stay in that situation or whatever. So, yes, I believe he loves her, and maybe in some little way she loves him or had love for him or whatever the case may be.
She loves the way he loves her, or she loves the way that he idealizes or maybe dotes upon her. That's what I think. Because
narcissists do too. Yeah.
They don't love you; they love how you love them.
Yes, and they feel like you're never going anywhere. You never can get over them. They the best thing since sliced bread. You know what I'm saying? With a glizzy on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing that. No, talk. No, we're not doing that. Like, no, trust me, there is another.
Because we could easily say Precious and Monique. Precious's mom really loved her daughter. And you sit there, you write them notes on your pad about who you think I am and all of that.
Yes. Yeah, and y'all help me out, because I definitely wanted to talk about this. It's important. This type of relationship shows people about real relationships and what can happen and how to move. And yes, it's a life lesson in this whole drama that they're going through. There's a couple of life lessons.
In a way, it could.
A couple of them.
Damn. That's like, damn. Sarah Lynn says their relationship sounds like rich people problems. They both can afford to get a divorce.
I disagree. Factual. Anyone has emotions, whether you're rich or poor or in the middle or not even there at all. I think that abuse is abuse, emotions are emotions, and anyone can go through turmoil, because to say that these are rich people problems, that's signifying that being rich makes it a better situation. So that means that it changes the way of abuse and cheating and lying. And if that is true, then why is it that we're so focused on the why and the how? And you know what I'm saying? I think that it's more than rich. Rich people problems are being able to use the escrow money from your multi-million-dollar home to parlay that into another vacation property once you've went ahead and went. That's rich people problems. Emotions, abuse, trauma, and all of that is anyone's problem.
Right. Very true. Yes.
Right.
Very true.
Let's not take away from the severity of things, because if that was the case, like I said, I contend that was rich people's problems. Elon and Tiger, that was rich people's problems. Well, actually, she got richer. She got 100 million. That was fabulous. Whatever you did, honey, you did that, honey. Walked away with 100 M's, honey. You're the real tiger.
Hey.
I call that a hole in one, honey. You did that, honey. Many, many years later, you're still eating.
Moon, you know what? Just now I was hearing your voice. You know who you should replace?
Wendy Williams.
No.
How you doing?
On the Ricky Smiley show. Gary with the T.
Oh,
Shout out to him, though. Shout out to him. But, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would say I hope people learn something. What up, Shop? This was good.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, look at that. It only took 10 minutes. Good job. Thank you. Hi, Moon. I miss you. Oh my God.
I miss you. Well, I said I was for the comments, but this was such a delicious conversation.
I'm going to say something short and brief. I will say that being in certain relationships like that I've been in and just in general, if Will wants to leave, y'all, he gonna leave. Like you grown. At this point, you know what you can put up with and what you can't put up with. And if he wants to sit up there and put up with this, whatever it is she's doing, then we fighting, not we, but people are fighting harder for him than he's fighting for himself. So it's like, this is what you want to do, my brother. Then I guess that's what you want to do. Have at it. I'ma still watch Bad Boys 4, 5, 6, and 7 when it come out. Jada did state Jada did state a long time ago when she was in a marriage with him, she felt very, when she was pregnant and all of that, which I do understand, she felt very like he was a dictator, sort of like it was all about his happiness and not hers at one point. I don't know if this is what drove her to do whatever it is she's doing now, and I'm not giving her an excuse.
Narcissist, sweetheart.
Right. Well, I'm not giving her an excuse, but I will say that she has expressed before that she's.
Sean's right. I'm sorry to cut you off because y'all remember that she has the same. As a matter of fact, I got it too. She has that same illness where when you get pregnant, you got to be bedridden.
I think so.
You can't do nothing.
Like she has another illness too, and it's called jealousy of your man.
Ooh. Yeah, I think so. If you treat her bad for those 9 months, this could be a way to get back at him. That's a lot.
I mean, I don't feel. Damn,
how many
this rain
years
is
ago
crazy.
though? How many years ago though?
It was a very long time ago.
When you get got, ain't no limit to when you get got, and I hope y'all understand that.
Did y'all see?
But you know what? I don't agree with that because she is making the perception of he was bigger than life back then. Will was such a huge household name. She was lucky to be with him because while she was in the Matrix, I don't remember her name for the Matrix, and I love that.
Shit.
Me either.
He was doing so many other things. He was the bigger star. There can't be two stars in that relationship. And I think that she probably internalized that. And that was a nice little seed that she planted to kind of fit her narrative. But Will can't help that the world loves. She hates how the world loves Will. She hates how bigger than life he is. She hates the type of everything that comes with Will because Will could touch anything and turn it into gold. And I think that she got with him for that reason because, Tupac is gone and that's fine. And you're sad about that, but you're with Will now and you're with Will because I remember that early on interview, she said, I wanted to be with Pop, but I didn't even want to be with Will. But then I thought, okay, this is kind of fun. Yeah, I bet it was kind of fun. Everyone knows your name. Everyone knows who you are. You're super rich. You're with one of the richest man's eligible bachelors. Now you're with him. You're married. You have gorgeous family, gorgeous house. He did all that for you. And now you're still bitter and jealous of him. And you have a red table that will be rebooted and relaunched in just a few, whatever.
Oh, for sure. I don't
think she's jealous, though. I just think she has strong women. And the world hates strong women. The world hates black women. Let's be honest.
Will did say yesterday
on a daily basis. So I just think like she's a scapegoat for you got me saying a lot of stuff because she speaks her mind. She tells her truth. I think Will they put her up under his foot.
Will did say yesterday at the G mom's birthday party or whatever it was, the book signing, whatever it was. He let y'all know right then and there, and that's what makes me like, okay, I'm done arguing for you then, because if
Yeah.
you gonna sit up there and say no matter what, y'all, this my best friend. I'ma
Yep.
stick by her. I'ma stick
Yep.
beside her. So if he's in a sunken place or whatever the case may be, he's having a blast there. And until he's done with how he feels in that relationship, whether it's disrespectful or whatever, he's grown. He jumped out of an airplane at 50. The
But
brother can
but
leave a relationship. It's
but that
okay.
but that could be a chess move for him though,
True.
in doing that, because it further, if she continues doing what she's doing, it further shows her, it further unveils her by him saying that's my best friend, I love her, and he's
But he never said that's my wife, y'all. He
hold
never
on, hold
said
on,
that's my
hold
wife.
on, hold on, hold on. No,
He
he's
said it
still
when he cursed Chris Rock out.
he's still right. And he's still taking the high road. So the more that he plays, the lesser, not lesser, but the more he comes across as the nicer person or the forgiving or the I'm gonna be there person, the more she talks, the worse it makes her look. So he could be
Right.
moving strategically too, and
Right.
playing chess, not checkers.
Well,
Because at the end of the
he's
day,
It does make her look bad, to be
well, he
honest.
traveling the world and with fish and deserts and camels and birds and planes, and she's sitting down trying to destroy that man and try to put a couple pages together for a goddamn book. Who is truly unhappy, Jada?
Right. Right. I agree.
She's unhappy. I don't know. I just don't see it like
This
that,
this
She's
is a
not
cry for
happy at
help.
y'all.
all.
He
This is
persecuted.
Jada trying to get him to fuck up whatever he got going on so he can come on home so they can argue and fight. What she don't like is y'all been separated.
Was
He out
foreplay?
there making money. You in the house that he paying for. You in the house that he paying for. You not doing shit because your red table was
You
taken
know
from you,
Will never
and then they got to
home.
get another one and repaint it.
But
So
that's what
he
men
out
are
there.
supposed to do. They're supposed
No, Will is
to
like never
protect and
home.
provide.
Will is never home, bro. Like he's always on the move. He's
Home is
always
where
doing his
the
thing.
trauma's
Providing.
not. She got that home full of so much trauma. He
Hmm.
probably out there doing whatever because he has multiple properties. She don't. He do. So he's out there doing whatever he needs to do to find peace, and she's trying to fuck up that peace and do a tell-all. All right, we've been separated for this long. I'm gonna write a book. Why?
Hmm.
Can I ask y'all
I
something?
don't feel. Okay, sorry. Mhm.
Do y'all feel like men should be rewarded for providing housing, providing food, taking care of their children? Uh,
No, but when
basically
you're a
being men.
what are we
multimillionaire
supposed to
and your
do?
name is
What are we
Jada
supposed
Pinkett
to do?
Smith and you have more than enough money to take care of yourself, I don't think that applies to you anymore because you're a grown woman. You're a strong woman, remember? You're strong. You're strong. You can get a job. You can work. You're worth millions. You have a name. You have a leg up on the perception of being with a high value man because you're no longer a housewife. You have a show. You have Red Table Talk. You have this. You have you have your own coins. You can go out there and make your own
Well,
money and write your own books.
she doesn't have that. Honestly, right now, there's a writer strike, number one. Number two, the Red Table, they got rid of Facebook Watch, so there's no more of that. I know she's trying to shop it, but honestly, like I do believe that she's unhappy. I think they both need therapy, but that's just my opinion. But you could see it in her face, whether it was Will that made her feel unhappy or her growing up or Pac or whatever. She is looking for something or she is hurting behind something. And now this book is gonna drum up revenue for her to sustain herself. And it's the more I can. First of all, I'm not buying the book. I won't need to because I'm sure somebody who else is gonna buy the book is gonna spill it online anyway.
Shout out the shade room.
Right, that part. They're not gonna. She kind of might have messed up with that one because there's a new tidbit about the book coming out every day that you don't even need to buy the damn book because everybody got something to say.
That's true.
So I ain't got to buy the damn book. I'm cool. I heard what you
I'm
said.
gonna look into that book though. I'm just gonna be honest because I really want to know what's going on because it seems like I
And
don't
that's what she
know,
made the book
like
for. She
men
made
want
the
to be
book for people who
rewarded
want to
for
know.
the stuff they supposed to do, and women supposed to be vilified for taking the stuff that men are supposed to provide. Like
Oh
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like there's a disconnection in the
No,
I
community.
think men need to be appreciated more. I think that men need to have the idea that they're walking ATM that needs to be obliterated. I think that
facts.
men's emotions and how they feel and their wants and their needs and their dreams should also be talked about in relationships, because the minute a man does open up, you get a woman like Jada that be telling all your shit and using it against you and have you damn near crying at her job place called the Red Table Talk. You don't know
Yeah.
if he mad, angry, sad. I think that men need to be held to a higher emotional display of how they feel and what they go through in
I
relationships,
agree.
because men,
I
yes,
don't
they're
though.
supposed to provide, but why
Yeah.
is it that we're asking for money from men but not emotional, emotional this,
Mm,
emotional that? Why are we
right.
always putting
I
women in
think
the box of they have to receive everything, right? What men
Mm.
bring, what
that's
men
like
bring.
womb envy, isn't it?
How? What?
Y'all know what womb envy is? Y'all better check out this. Yeah, y'all need to check out this live and this show. I'm gonna break down what womb envy is. Do you
I,
know if we have
What
a
the
lot of men being real emotional and always saying their feelings and
Well,
how they
well,
feel and
that's it right
complaining,
there.
they will be
We
soft to women?
we're humans.
no,
We're
I
built with
disagree.
emotions. There's
Right.
nothing that says that men aren't supposed to be emotional. There's no science behind that either that says
Who
that men
wants an
aren't
overly
supposed to be
emotional
emotional.
man?
I
There,
no, I would love to have a man who expresses their emotions versus them pushing it down and keeping it to himself. And now you got a whole attitude, or you treating me different or
yeah,
something.
because
I
All men
love a
don't.
man to
Only the
express it
all
there's
men
a
to me.
don't express
study
it like that.
there's a study and multiple cases where they say at a very young age, men and women, which would be boys and girls when they're very young, there's no difference between their emotional capacity. It's only that boys'
without
emotional
age.
capacity is cut off by the societal norms, and women's emotional capacity is actually flourished and opened because of the
Hmm.
societal norms. A woman isn't meant to have much talent, so she can only have emotions. So let's play that up. A man is
Hmm.
supposed to have nothing but talent, and he's not allowed to have emotions or to express himself. So let's cut that off and play up his emotions. You have to do this, the woman has to do that. Those societal norms are changing the minds of men and women. Women can be emotional and they deserve the world because, oh, what do I bring to the table? I'm a bad bitch. I'm a city girl. I'm a this.
Right.
But with men, they have to shut up. They have to be extremely masculine. They can't have
Right.
emotions. They can't express themselves, but they better have that money. They better have that
But then
house
they
and
would
that
be
car and that
women
this
if
and
they
that
were
that.
overly emotional though.
No, I think that you
But
can
I'm
have
not
a.
They
saying
I,
that
would be
men are
girls.
emotional, and I'm not saying men being emotional, meaning that they're wrecks. So I'm saying men having and being able to articulate emotions. Like, hey,
Mm.
sweetie, I kind of feel bad today, or I
right.
kind of feel uneasy
Oh,
today, or I kind
not
of feel like
Right.
this and that. Men always have to be on.
Right.
Why
Right.
is
Right.
it that a man can't express themselves? And if that's not good enough for a woman, you with a weak woman. You're not.
And
You're
that,
not with a.
mhm.
but
You're
then we
with a
see our
woman.
grandfathers doing that, the real strong
Yeah,
men,
but
the
that's
real
where.
men.
But that's where
You
it
didn't
needs
Well,
to
see them
change.
get
It
in
overly
needs
my
to change.
opinion,
emotional and
they
It
were
needs to
going
change.
through
crying.
black people, especially from that era, were going through so many
Other
psychological and
obstacles.
external forces that
Yeah.
they had to placate situations to where those teachings and those ways of how relationships
Hmm.
were not normal when it comes
Yeah.
to a way of communicating. Saying because I said so, or
Yep.
hitting your wife, or trying to articulate what a man is and what a woman is back then is very different because there were external forces that changed that whole dynamic of the practices of what they could do, shouldn't do, or would do. And also, those people needed therapy,
For
intense
Yeah.
sure.
That's
therapy.
a fact.
Definitely
Because it
needed
comes from a deep that whole thing comes from way back with the slave masters and all the other stuff. Like I feel like this men, like even I'm raising two boys technically, so like I feel like this when he cry or something, he show me emotions, I don't shut him off. Like what's going on? I ask him because I don't want you to later turn out now with your girlfriend or whoever when you get older, and now it's like you shut down on your emotions because I told you stop crying, or I told you don't just eat it, you're a boy or something. Like I don't do that. Like he has emotions that he's human. He has feelings and emotions just like my husband does as well. But I think that when he was younger, I'm assuming like most men, their mom like or whoever shut it out. No, you're not supposed to feel nothing. So now it's like they just shut down. They don't give their emotions. They don't express it. So I would love for when a man can actually express vulnerability. Man, that is sexy as hell. I'm not saying cry every day, But what I'm saying
need
is,
you crying and telling me how you feel.
no, you could tell me.
I think it makes very soft men. Nothing wrong with it, but I think it makes very soft men when they're overly emotional. They're crying about everything. We see it on social media all day.
Not everything, Evo.
Who said?
No, those are emotional traumatized men, like the Safaris, the Xenos, the whatchamacallits, the what's his name? Y'all know the name, the Jeep Rubicon, all of that. Those types are emotionally traumatized. What I'm speaking to is those emotionally sound men, like the Brad Pitts, the not the Odell Beckhams, the Denzel Washingtons, those men who are able to articulate how they feel, but also what's going on in a situation while still upholding a type of power that doesn't let their emotions their emotions don't affect them
sexy
in
as
that way.
hell. When you could be
therapist, women don't want to hear that. Yeah, I'm
But
saying.
no, that's
I can't say that.
Really soft men, and then y'all gonna be complaining later on when they're using y'all pads. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, let's really say what it is. We don't want these real soft men that they keep talking about.
But what about having emotions? I don't understand why a man can't articulate his emotions and it makes him soft. Because the men who aren't sharing his emotion, he gonna beat the hell out you when something go wrong, or he's gonna kill you, or he doesn't know how to handle rejection, or he doesn't know how to handle certain things. Men who know how to articulate how they feel know how to articulate how you feel.
Evolution. Let me ask you this: Do you agree that one of the roles of a wife and a woman should be to nurture her man?
Yes.
If he's not inclined to be open about what's bothering him, how he's feeling about something, whether it be in the marriage or just in the world in general, how will you truly know how to nurture him fully? You might pick up on certain things, you might pick up on certain moods, but if he's not articulating what it is, how are you supposed to read his mind enough to nurture him in the proper way to help him heal and be the best husband that he can be in your household? He has to be able to express. No, you don't have to have a crying man or a man that's just
complaining all the time, don't like nothing. That's the real girls of the sex. Like, let's be honest.
I should be able to come home and say, baby, they got me effed up at the job today. I don't like it. Or baby, this is what's going on. This is how I'm feeling today. And you should be able to say, come here, baby, lay your head on my business. Let's talk. Whatever. Comfort him, hug him, give him a affirming word. That's the women have the utmost power in the household and don't realize it. It ain't just your punani. It ain't just your punani, but also in helping to make your man great.
I agree.
But after you tell me that, then now it's time to fix it. You can't come back and tell me that story tomorrow.
It might not be that same story.
And they go about their business. They don't keep crying.
Let me ask you a question. Something that bothers you today don't have to be the same thing that bothers you tomorrow or next week or next month.
Then present me with a new problem, but don't come back and tell me about that stuff on your job, because now you crying. You know what I'm saying? That ain't man-like to me.
But you missing the point. That's what I'm saying. That's a part of being open and expressing your emotions. Now, if men are just stern, like Moon said, if we don't let certain things out, it builds up within us. And men being the creatures that we I don't know what the hell just happened. We have to let it out in some manner, some fashion. We have to. And if it isn't decompressed in the most peaceful form situation that it can, it's going to be a lash out. Like Moon said, it might not come across somebody beating your ass, but it could. Men need outlets just like women do. Y'all got your good girlfriends a lot of times in other places and spaces than we do. We get looked down upon if we want to go to a therapist or somebody to decompress. But the one person that we should
y'all don't. And that's a problem.
Yes, we do.
That we can't go to therapy is a problem.
People are getting more open to it, but if you look historically, men are looked down for the same reason you just said you don't want some overly emotional man. It makes him look like he's less than that. He has to go somewhere to talk about his problems. Where the one place where that man should be able to decompress and really talk openly about how he's feeling and get it off of him is to the one person that's supposed to love him the most, and one that's supposed to be in his corner the most, that's supposed to have his back the most, and that wants him to be the best man. It ain't a one-time thing.
It's one time. You cannot, as a man, come and keep saying, "Yeah, you know how I feel about this job." And no, sir, fix it.
I'm
Get
not
another
saying.
one. Like let's work it out. Now,
No,
women do that by nature.
I'm not saying to be repetitive about the same issue because a man should work for solutions. I'm saying that anytime that something works his nerve, or it could be a loss of a parent, it could be a loss of a child, it could be something else, whatever he's feeling, or something could be triggered from his childhood, and he needs to talk about it. The one person that he's supposed to be able, and vice versa. You as a woman, the one person you really should be able to open up to is the man in your home.
Yes,
The man in your
100.
home.
But that's what women do. We're emotional.
Huh?
But that's what women do. We're emotional. So
But
I
y'all
understand
normally
we're
go
also all
outside the home.
human.
Y'all normally talk to your good girlfriends before you sit down with your husband and really have that open conversation fully.
Men
It
don't
might be
talk to
because he's not
the boys
available.
about it.
It might be because he's not available emotionally to really receive what you're saying in the way that he should. So you feel like you do better by talking to your good girlfriends than talking to the man that's supposed to have your back and be there for you.
because men are fixers. Sometimes women just want to talk. They don't want to fix the issue. They just want to talk about it. The girl on the job, they just want to talk about it. They don't want to do nothing about it. As a man, men are fixers. So if you complain about one issue, then I'm expecting you as a man to go ahead and fix that issue. We should not keep pondering on the same issue because that is not what a man does. A man fixes and goes on about his life.
You taking a man being emotionally open as him harping on one issue repetitively. What I'm saying is,
he looks a little soft.
But you're harping on that as if that's not what Moon was saying. That's not what I'm saying. When a man that's being in tune with his emotions can express himself, not just in anger, not just in happiness, but when he's sad, when he's down. The variations of emotions, he's able to articulate that, and you as his helpmate, as his partner, as his
home. You are his home. You are his home. You are his home. It's not the house that you're living in. You are his home. And he should be able. Men have it a little bit rough out here because they don't talk. I text my husband, do you talk to your dudes about certain shit? No. Dudes don't talk about their feelings to each other. So if they could talk to anybody, it's the home, and the home is your wife, your woman, your girl, whatever.
They should talk to their homeboys. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Women go to their homegirls. If they don't, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But that is supposed to be a place where you can be comfortable to talk about certain things.
That's a lot of times part of the problem too, because a lot of times you go into the wrong girlfriend. You go into the wrong person to vent off of, and not enough strength has been placed into the concrete poured into your foundation of what's going on in your house. And that's part of the problem. So you don't feel comfortable a lot of times bringing certain things to your husband, and vice versa. But if you have a man that's a little bit more mature and mentally and in tune with their emotions, they'll be more apt to listen. They'll be more apt to, and yes, we are fixers. So whereas a lot more women are more worriers a lot of times. Forgive me, I'm generalizing. I'm not speaking.
I understand that, yeah.
But if you're the worrier in the relationship, there has to be a fixer. So if there's a problem, if you bring that to your husband, he should offer solutions. He should offer advice. But vice versa, we human. So we're not always on point. We're not always the gruff, tough person that you might envision us to be. There are times when things bother us. There's things from our past, our childhood, that might surface from out of a TV show, out of something in the street, something on the job or something, and they need an outlet to talk about it. And unfortunately, there's not even enough peer groups for men amongst their homies.
That's true.
Get a therapist and go about your business. Talk to your mama, because that's where the problem started. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest.
Hold on.
Man.
You don't want a man that's a mama's boy, but you want him to go talk to his mama. Make
that
he
can't.
If
that's
he gonna keep lying to me, he might as well go back to her, because I'm not gonna understand
you are
that.
not the woman in his life.
I didn't have no pops like that. My pops figured it out and did what he did. Like, that's why I say I respect the men back then so much, because these men now are soft as hell.
How you know?
But they want to control everything. You know what I'm saying?
How you know behind closed doors your dad didn't open up to your mother though? How you know?
Right. That's true.
How do you know?
I'm gonna be honest.
He might not have did it.
I'm probably about 95% sure that he did not.
If your parents stayed together, whatever the case may be,
34 years, yes.
How do you know that
Oh
he didn't
wow.
emotionally to you?
Yes, and I had both mommy and daddy in the house. Nobody was missing. You understand? I saw daddy every night. But
Nice.
I
Okay,
know
again,
for
how
a
do you know? How
fact,
do you know behind closed doors what was said?
I ain't gonna say what's what, but I know quite a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, maybe,
And
okay,
and
I
he
digress.
wasn't like a complainer. He go ahead and fix whatever he had to fix.
But
He
that's
didn't
his
sit around
person.
like, I
That's the thing.
feel my
That
feelings. Like nobody want to hear that. You a man, work that out. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen the first time, then I'm gonna see what you're gonna do. Because let me tell you something, I
you
will
keep
listen,
talking.
but if you keep hopping around the
Can
same
I
thing,
say something real
That's the
quick?
hold
a
on.
little stuff to me.
This is the disconnect of what we're talking about. You're talking about a man that repetitively complains about the same issue. We're talking about a man that is mature mentally and able in the sense of opening up his emotions to you, not somebody that's sitting there being a whiner or crier about one situation. Oh, my job, to come back tomorrow, my job. We're not talking about that. That's a different individual. You're right about that person. We're not talking about that person, but what we're talking about is me and you marry Evolution, and I come to you today about something that's got me tore up. A year from now, if I'm feeling the way about something, I come to you, and because you're as I'm your rock, you're my rock. I come to you for the
We are
comfort,
the
for the nurture,
nurturers, right?
for the counsel,
Right.
because you can speak life or death into our relationship.
That's our job.
You are the home. So I'm
Right.
supposed to want to come to you and say, listen, babe, something triggered me today from my childhood, even if it get me to go into tears. You supposed to be there to wipe my tears up, not to say, "Oh, you's a bitch ass
You
nigga,"
better
or
not cry.
you gay.
And
Depending
that's
on
the
what the
thing.
trauma
Funny on
is,
that.
it could,
I'm
it
sorry.
it could be over a death evolution. It could be
Wait,
over a death.
Yeah, somebody would have to die. Because
Hold on,
I
because of
couldn't imagine
society,
that. Somebody would have to.
because of society and maybe circumstances he was in that he didn't get to mourn properly, and something triggered him, and he's now in a place where he can open up and
Do that in the dark, like the other men. I
That
don't
does not
need
no
you
see that don't
Can I say something real quick?
like no little girl in front of me. We not no. I never saw that. I don't want to see that. I ain't had them.
And that's that's her preference, y'all. If that's your preference, but let me just explain something
I
real
don't
quick.
think that's man like no.
But this is the reason why a lot of these niggas out here act the way the fuck they do because of
Don't give
what.
them
And
an
I love
excuse.
you, but I'm
Don't give
just
them an
telling you
excuse. They do what
that's
they want
why
to.
because of what you're saying right now, girl. Like,
No,
you know,
they
I
do
rock
what
with
they
you.
want
I'm
to
just
do. It has
telling
nothing
you.
to do with a woman. Men do what they want to do.
They
They're
can't,
men.
if you get your man to
You
say
give them
tomorrow,
excuses, you
it's
never gonna get anywhere.
no, I'm not saying cry every day. I feel
no,
you.
I'm
But
not
I'm
Keisha.
saying, what I'm saying
Not
is,
being
if,
biased.
you know, if when okay, so your man come to you, yo, I had a rough day at work, bro, da 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 da, and he just wants to put his guard down. He got to be tough, especially a black man, like you say. They gotta. I worry about he not black, he Puerto Rican, but still. But I worry about my black sons, my coming home every day. It's scary. Like they go out, and I be grateful when he coming through the door. And they have to deal with that every day, whether it's against the cops, whether it's against disease, or whether it's against the next nigga trying to rob them or something, God forbid. They have so much, and it's not an excuse. I'm just saying they do have a lot on their plate where they do have to maybe put up this macho persona at the job and all that. So when they come through the door, our job, and I'm not, saying, oh, all men deserve this, but our job is to nurture them and listen. Even if you don't feel like listening, it's like, all right, babe, it's gonna be cool. Don't worry about it. And then I think giving him that, you give him strength to get back up and go do what he gotta do. It's like transfer of energy to me. Like we gonna
I'm
help
just
each
not
other.
an enabler. I'm not going to enable you to be weak. That's what
That's
I'm not
not
going to do.
enabling.
I
That's
don't
You know
think
what I'm
talking.
it's
saying?
enabling though.
I'll listen.
You
I'll
want to
listen. But if you keep, let me tell you something.
you
When
keep
when
going
you
back to that.
when
Keep
you
going
tell
back to
a
that.
man that he can be soft and all this stuff, you kind of enable
No.
him. You know what I'm saying? To come up off that man platform he on
He's
and
still a
come
man.
down
He
and
can
put
still
on
be
your
a man.
skirt. You got to be careful about how you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. But you have to. But a man can be strong and also show emotion. Like I don't think his strength comes just from that. Because just because he show you emotion, like my husband cried on our wedding day, that don't mean he a punk or nothing. He had emotions. We are human, man or woman, child, dog, cat. Oh, they're not human, but y'all get the point. Like we all have emotions.
Yeah.
So whether
We
But
do,
you
and
have
it
to
doesn't.
choose when to show these emotions.
But
Everything ain't cool. You
I,
let me,
I mean, I think for you, I think
and a weak woman. will destroy a strong black man. You know what I'm saying? We see that
Exactly.
all the
That's
Exactly.
time.
what he's
And a
saying.
part of your
All
strength,
the time.
a part of your strength is being they call y'all the backbone of the relationship, right?
Yes. And I'm gonna hold you up, and you got to be
How
the
you
man
gonna
that you're
hold
supposed to be.
somebody up
Yes.
if how you gonna hold them up if they're not allowed to come down? Decompress, open up.
I'm not taking no man crying. That's one. Somebody got to die. Your mama, your daddy, your son,
I'm not
somebody. You
talking
know what I'm
about
saying?
crying.
You're not doing that.
I'm not talking about somebody, man, they treated me wrong at work today.
Yes.
I'm not
And
talking
I'm not
about that.
enabling you to be a weak man. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
So
this issue
let me ask you a
is,
question,
I'm
right?
gonna listen to you talk about it, and then we got to figure out how to get over it so we can keep going. It's only room for one emotional person in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Says
That's
who?
it. And we
Says
both
who?
emotional. It's not gonna work.
Says
Wait,
who?
okay. When you
Says
say,
who?
maybe I
If we
should.
both having cycles, this is not gonna work.
Can I ask a question? This maybe I'm
I ain't
misinterpreting.
used to that type
When
of
you
man.
say emotional, wait, Evo. When you say emotional people, right? So can he? So he should never cry. I just want to understand what you mean. Like cry once in a blue.
Somebody got to die,
Being
or they would
emotional.
have had to
So
shot him in the
I
face.
think we
That's
should.
the
I
only
think
thing
we
I
should say
understand.
emotional intelligence, because being
Right.
emotional doesn't mean you're crying. Having emotional intelligence means that you're able to articulate how something has you
How you
feel.
feeling?
Because if a man isn't allowed to have emotions, or where do they go? Because especially as a black man, you
They're
got
gonna
the
go to
world
some other
going
woman.
against you.
I
You have so
can say
many
a
things
couple places.
going, against you in the world. Where does he express these things? Where does this outlet go? And something doesn't change overnight. It's not that he can express himself one time and say, okay, one time, now we got to get through it. If he's going through, just like something that can be traumatic or triggering doesn't go away after one time. We can't just try to say, oh, trauma, that's only a one time thing, then you get through it and whatever. Men go through a plethora of things that they probably don't open up with. Men can be insecure. They can have certain things that are going on with their mind that they do need someone who loves them, who's with them in order to overcome that. Sometimes their mother didn't do that for them. Sometimes their father didn't do that for them. But sometimes their partner can be the one there for them if they are emotionally intelligent, willing, and open to lift that man up at that time. Shunning a man away because he has emotional intelligence or wants to open up is only going to make the issue fester.
Right.
And you're going to raise a man like that. He's going to be in the same boat as men in trouble long time ago if we're not willing to say, hey, our sons, boys, and young men also have emotions as well too. We don't want them shooting up schools. We don't want them disrespecting women, beating women up. We don't want them killing themselves, because men's suicide rate also goes into play with them not being able to express their emotions as well too.
Okay.
I agree.
I hear that, but a lot of that sounds like excuses to me. I hate to say that. It does though.
I think
Evolution.
it's a
Somebody
perspective
committing
thing.
suicide, they have a mental issue. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You need help. You get what I'm saying?
Evolution.
Yeah, the
Um,
mental issue, the mental issue
outlets.
grows from the mother or the father not being able to instill some type of emotional intelligence in them. So that creates a mental health concern. And a lot of times, a lot of people who are fucked up in this world are because they didn't have parents that were willing to meet them emotionally, who were able to be there for them emotionally. So they develop these things, because not everyone is born like Ted Bundy or, Jeffrey Dahmer. Not everyone's a sociopath that's made like that. I mean, that's born like that. Some people are made. A lot of negative or toxic or villainous people are created. And a lot of times, if you're not willing to be there for someone emotionally, a child can be fed, clothed, bathed, all of that. But when they don't get that emotional integration from that parent, that's when shit go wrong.
And let me say this, Evolution. All men don't cheat for Punani's sake. All men don't cheat for conquering's sake. Some men cheat because there's no peace in the house, and part of that peace is being able to decompress and actually express and talk to the one person that they before God or whoever they chose to take their vows to, that they cannot be open and honest with them. And then there's a listening ear from a woman, just the same like with women. There's a listening ear from a woman that baby, what's going on with you? It's gonna be
I
all
don't
right.
believe
I
that
got
though.
you. I
I don't
got you.
believe that. I feel like that's an
You don't
excuse.
believe that? It happens.
Yes,
Trust me.
I feel like
I'm
that's an
50.
excuse. You wanted to
I'm
lay up
50
in
and I'm
something,
trying
so
to
you
tell you.
found a reason to go over there. Because if you love a person, you're not
No,
going to
well, I,
nobody
I
else.
don't think I
That's
don't.
Nobody.
emotional.
Men
She
don't men don't
That's an
respect
excuse.
people who they can't open up to, and also men. Why would a man respect someone who he can't emotionally connect with? He's
He
gonna
a
go over there and be
therapist.
with
He
someone
a doctor.
who he can emotional. He's going, and that's another thing too. A lot of men still in these high, powerful positions or these jobs still don't get what they need out of their partner. They get this beautiful, amazing trophy wife who has nothing going on in her brain, and they go cheat with the crazy looking lady who has the best personality and the emotional intelligence to meet him.
if
Again, if you cheat, it's because you wanted to cheat. I don't think that has nothing to do. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't let like a lot of excuses. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right,
like
what differentiates from an
I,
excuse to, like just something that's real? Like just so I can understand where your mind's coming from. Like what's the difference between an excuse for you and maybe just something that's just like what it is? Because it might not be an excuse. Like that's just I think we're all like human to show like he said emotional intelligence. Like if he
because it's help out here. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost a narrative like you
well,
need
why I
somebody.
can't
You
come to
can't
you?
function
Why I
without
can't come to you?
somebody.
Why
We're
I
talking
can't,
I'm
about
living proof of that. That you
we know
can.
we're
You get what I'm
talking about
saying?
we talking about
So
if you're with somebody and married to
so
somebody.
why
We're
I
not
can't
talking
come
about
to you,
somebody
Evo?
who wants to be single. We're not talking about the person that wants to be single and live their life. We're
We're
talking about
talking
a
relationship.
yeah.
person can come to me, but just know I'm not going to give you all them excuses. Anything that's going on in my life, I'll talk about it and then I go ahead and fix it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to say I'm kind of like a dude in that? Yes, because I don't have time to keep harping on it. And
That's
let
your
me tell you
personality.
something, people don't want to hear it no way. So yeah,
But
yeah.
the man might want to hear you say that to him. Your
They
man.
don't. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that stuff.
Who?
So all that stuff you be
Who
talking
is
about
they?
and my feelings, they don't want to hear that. You know
Who
what
is
I'm
they?
saying?
Who is
Your
they?
man who loves you will.
Bust it open or bend it over. That's it.
No, girl,
So,
you trolling.
so
You
What?
you have to be
What?
real with what it is. Let's be
That's
honest.
not true. Then
No,
wait, then
that's
that's
So if
not
not
you
the
a
got an issue,
relationship then.
solve it. Because they will
that's not
throw
the
it in your
marriage type.
face. Yeah.
That's
You
not
know
the
what I'm
marriage
saying?
type.
You meeting the
That's
wrong men, girl. You meeting the wrong men.
It's men in general. I talk to men all day long. You know what I'm saying?
you talking to the wrong ones. No.
Every
And
type
I
of
know some.
man.
I know
Y'all
some.
on social media. Y'all talk to every type of person there is.
I've seen some of the most thoroughest niggas. A couple of them killers.
Right,
Part tears, cry. You
right.
make them a weak
When did they
individual.
cry? When they were squeezing the trigger? When was they crying?
Sure. That's
See, you being.
I'm just saying.
I'm
When
just saying.
was
What I'm saying is the sometimes the tough exterior does not mean that a person ain't doesn't have a heart or doesn't have emotions or doesn't have feelings, and they have to come out at some point in some way, in a good way or a bad way.
Can we
And
take out? Can
huh?
you take out? I was gonna say, can you take out? What if we take out for evil the word crying? Can we go vulnerability? Is that the same thing for you? Is that weak as well, or is that different?
some vulnerability? I will talk to you if you have an issue. I'll even listen.
Okay.
I've been
That's
with
rich.
people that I had to listen to the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he's not gonna do nothing about this. I don't even know I should reach out my hand to help him. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked like the type that he may have these loser qualities. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And he just want to be saved. And I'm not into the saving no dude business. It's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? If
So
you get on that boat, you know what I'm
a
saying?
man
You
got
wait
to
for me
a
to
man
save
got to
you.
be a
You may
man
be
got to be
messed up in this game
a
forever.
man got to be gruff and tough 24 hours a day.
It ain't about gruff and tough, but you have to be a man regardless.
A
It's a
man.
lot of
But you're
smooth men
still being a
that
man.
I know that I talk to all the time. You know what I'm saying? They not all hard and exterior, but they know, you know what I'm saying, what a man's role is. And a lot of this crying and stuff is about, yeah, I got to provide and I got to take care of the house and all she wants is my money. Stop crying. You know what I'm saying? Get you another chick if that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And why are you crying about your role as a man anyway? That's your role. You are supposed to
What?
protect and provide
That's what I said. Take out
financial
pride, Evo.
stability and protection. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't get a reward because you do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Nobody
me as
asked
a
for.
woman, I have
Well,
certain things I'm supposed to do. I'm not asking for a reward to do that. It's
that's a
not
good question.
special. That's what we do.
So
What's the name? Oh,
to
sorry,
get
Kevin.
feelings your feelings are the only one that's important in a relationship? Is that what you're saying?
No, I will listen. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'll listen, but I'm not gonna keep listening. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a great
you
question.
cry. Now, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like how we gonna get over this? So
But
we
you
ain't gotta go past this.
keep like harping into one, like it's one repetitive set. That's what I keep trying to. You looking at it like say we dating, and I come home every day complaining about the same issue, the same problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. But if anything bothers me, I should be able to come to you, talk to it. Not that I'm bringing you the same problem. Not I'm, oh man, the job they don't see my worth, and man, I'm getting tired of this, and I'm saying that no, that's not what we talking about. But if something bothers me today, if something bothers me 2 months from now or 2 years from now, I should be able to come to you and say, babe, this is what's going on. Or if you notice that I'm in a bad mood, and you should be able to see that and say, what's going on, baby? And I should be able to decompress and share my feelings with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't make me less of a man. That don't make me less of a man, though. That's what I'm saying. That's emotion. That's showing emotion. That's showing feeling. That's being able to express and communicate what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, as opposed to walling it all off and just sitting around like, on machismo 24/7. The same way at times you all as women have to pick up and put on an armor and maybe at times, especially single women, have to toughen themselves because of society. That's not who you're supposed to be, but you have to, it's part you sometimes it is necessary. In a relationship, a man needs to decompress and be able to come to his significant other, his spouse, the woman that he loves, and be able to let it all go and she be his peace. Baby, this is what's good. I give him good advice. We are not the only ones that should be able to give good advice in a relationship.
I just want to ask one more question.
Y'all have to still be his peace and empower him. And listen, I don't mind listening. We're not gonna keep on harping on the same thing.
If he's not
able to talk to her, if you got too many damn issues, then you start to look soft to me too.
If he's not able to talk to her and communicate to her, then she could never be his peace. Never.
I mean, that's how you feel, but I've been in a lot of relationships where I don't mind listening, but what we doing to fix it? You know what I'm saying? And if it's every day, it's another issue. Like, I'm funny on that. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Killers and all that. It's just a thing of you have to play the man's role. The man's role, whether it's in society or not, is not to be overly emotional, to be a whiner, to be a complainer, to not move with action. You get what I'm saying?
But we're not saying those men. We're talking about regular coming to you. Hey, I had a rough day. Oh my gosh. Like, not a regular everyday crier. No one wants that, man or woman. I don't care who you are. I don't want my friends to do that either. I'm talking about a regular relationship where the man should be able to come home to his home. And I don't mean the actual structure. I mean, if you're his woman, wife, whatever, he should be able to open up to you. If not you, then to who? Who should he open up to if you're his wife?
Open up. And then opening up because I ain't with it. I'm not raising no girls or whatever.
Well, you're not raising them.
So no, like after a while, you become. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Did I pick a man or what we doing? Maybe I picked the wrong person. And all these excuses. I ain't have both parents in my life, or you know what I'm saying? They picked on me in school and all that. Stay by your damn self because ain't nobody.
But you talk about a man.
Figure it out.
You talk about a man's role, right? You talk about a man's role, how a man's supposed to be. But some of these same things that were classified or put into a man's role are some of the things that y'all complain about that we do or don't do. So it's like, what do you want from us, right? You want us to be not perfect, but y'all want us to be a good man, but yet a man's man, but yet a providing man, a protecting man, etc. But then if you flip that and your roles, the roles that this women, and I keep going back to the nurturing part. How are you to know what you're nurturing if he's not expressing what needs to be nurtured? You can kind of try to guess. You can try to kind of pick up on certain things. And women do have a certain set of skills when it comes to intuition over men. However, if a man does not fully express himself to you, you don't know what. It's like a doctor trying to treat a patient that ain't telling you what the symptoms are. And if you can't physically see him, how is he to treat you? The man has to be able to open up and tell you some things. so that you know what he needs in that moment. What type of wife in that moment he needs. What type of backbone he needs in that moment. What kind of nurture, what kind of comforter, what kind of peace he needs in that moment.
If he don't open up his mouth, then he don't need nothing. Then he good.
But you just
said you don't want him to open his mouth.
I said I will listen, but I'm not up for the
complaining. Are you gonna come?
I don't want to hear the complaining and stuff. That's
he comes to you one time in the relationship.
I didn't see that growing up.
Okay, what if he came to you? Let's just throw everything else away. Let's say you with your man for like whatever, a year, and all of a sudden one day he comes to you on some vulnerable shit that he never did before, right?
How vulnerable? How?
Like he just comes to you like, babe, man, this is, you know what I mean? He just has a breakdown about maybe work or his mom or his life, something in his life, whatever it is. Are you gonna comfort him, or are you gonna be like, all right, bro, get your ass up and get it together?
And what's comfort to you? Is listening comforting?
Listening,
what do I have to do? I have to take off my shirt and do the skin to skin like he a child?
No.
I have to put him on my breast and let him suck? Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what y'all talking about when y'all say, like, what am I supposed to do with this grown man?
Saying something uplifting, something nice.
Of course, you are supposed to uplift your king. I understand that. But
okay.
Like, this is the problem. When y'all say, oh, I gotta, no, it's not babying. You get what I'm saying? Just like I don't feel like you need to baby your sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the baby and oh, come here and I don't know. I need you to be a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I need you to be a man. So if you want to talk about it, we can sit down. Hey, you want to lay on my shoulders or whatever, you want to lay on the couch and talk in the bed and talk, I'm fine with that. But I'm not going to be like, oh, my God, baby, they did you so wrong and come here and suck on a titty. No, we're not doing that.
Nobody.
Sir. You know what I'm saying? Like that, no, you're not going to find that type of, not from me, bro. I need you to be a man. Now, I will uplift you. I have the capacity to uplift a man to feel like he's Superman, that he could fly off of damn buildings. I had one walk across the building. So we both know that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do is baby no black man. That's what I'm not going to do.
No, I didn't say baby man. No, I'm not saying baby man.
I'll listen.
Listen, comfort. But in life is going to throw mad stuff at us, especially in your marriage or relationship. Mad shit's going to come our way. There's going to be a time where he may break down because of a bill that he can't pay. He want to provide for you. Let's just say he want to provide, right? And whatever, something happened. He got laid off, God forbid, or something. He may be strong in that moment, but then he may have, like, a couple weeks later, break down because of it. Are you going to be there, or like, nah, get your ass out there and find another job and shut the fuck up? Like, that's what I'm asking.
Is that after the bill is paid? Because if the bill ain't paid, you know what I'm saying, and we ain't figure that out, we don't have no time to break down. We got to figure out something. So I'm about solutions and not pacifying somebody.
I agree. We should find out how
the bill is paid, then you go over there, you break down, player. We don't have that kind of time. What we doing with this bill? Because I like living in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is the problem. If we are babying these black men, this is why they turn out like they are. And I feel like it starts with the mothers. I hate to say that, but I'm gonna say that.
No, I agree with that.
So let me ask you this,
absent fathers. Like, let's be honest.
So let me ask you this, right? Men have been told not to cry, toughen up, be a man. Eons, for many years. Where has that gotten him, and where has that gotten the black family? Where has that gotten marriage? Where has all that gotten the progression of the black existence?
I told you what I thought it already was. I just said it. Now I know men who toughened up and really went about their life, and really strong black men that hold everything down around them. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like you can be strong and vulnerable. I feel like
I just think it's important that everyone has
got their hand out all the time
intelligence
that are not about this life. You know what I'm saying? They looking for excuses to be pacified.
Well, I don't think it's that. I think, well, I've had many conversations with a lot of men who have gone through horrendous things, men who have been R-worded, men who have been M-worded, men who have been through so many things, and their way of expressing or articulating is so sad to see, because no one's ever wanted to listen to them, and no one's ever given them the ability to voice those opinions. And, you know, I just feel horrible for them, because these men are put in situations probably at a young age that was nobody It wasn't their
break it up a little.
fault, and they need someone to talk to. Now, I mean, these men probably said some crazy things, you know, to me or whatever and stuff. But I'm just saying, this stuff that I've realized, I'm like, oh, this is why you know, talk like this, or this is why you probably act like this because of what you've been through, you know, in your life. And I think that if someone would have been there for them to maybe, you know, listen to them and really be there for them emotionally, they probably would have made better choices or decisions later on in life. They probably, you know, would have, you know, real marriages or families and things like that. And I think that when I look at it from the aspect of, wow, I have empathy and sympathy for you, because a lot of people who don't want to listen were never heard. And a lot of people who don't want to listen to other people were also never. And so it just goes into play on, you know, men who aren't looked after when it comes to their emotions as well. They tend to really go down really horrendous or just bad paths, you know, in general. And unfortunately, there's things out of men's control that can affect them emotionally. And we can't just push trauma to the side or say that all men don't go through things. The most toughest job, I think, is to be a black man in this world. And
No,
for him
I
to have
think
to
it's black
articulate
women
that, and for
myself.
him to have to go through that and say that, it would be nice to have a partner that he can. No, the most disrespected person in
It's the black
America
woman. It has
is the
never
black
been.
woman.
It's the
I
black
think,
woman now.
but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, even what you're saying is, you can still benefit because you're saying that, oh, well, you know, I don't got to go through that. I can just be emotional and just be a woman and show up. Well, men can't do that. Men don't have that luxury of doing that because, like you're saying, they have a role that they have to play into. So where does a man's emotions go? Where does he get to express? And I feel like certain times, men not being able to express some things, you'll never really know who you're married to. You'll never really know your son. You'll never really know your partner. You'll never really know that person, because to know someone is to know their emotions.
I hear y'all. I just don't feel it's that way. I
And
feel like a lot of times, you get what I'm saying? And talk to your mama. Talk. I mean, you can talk to people, all that crying and
the,
stuff. Take
the
that to your moms. Take that to your
then
homeboys.
you'll
I
be
don't need you
complaining that
crying.
you'll be complaining. You always run into your mama with something. You
I would never
You
run
can't
to
have
your
your cake
mama.
and
She
eat it
love
too.
you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
She
but
love
your
you in a
mama.
way I never love you. So
Uh, uh,
yeah.
But
So
what you're saying, but look at it
so
like
we
this:
got
if you're saying run to
no.
your
Run
mother,
to your
and
mama.
you're one of,
Yeah.
but if you're one of those mothers and you don't want to hear it, who can he run to? Because he's definitely not going to run to you, because you're not that type of mom that wants to hear all that. So who's he going to run to?
He gonna have to get him a therapist or something. But to bring that to his now wife or girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Because he messed up. Yeah, no. Let me tell you something. Wives and girlfriends do not want to be mothers.
But we're all,
No, you had a mama. If it didn't work out, then you have to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of us didn't have daddies or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, you still figure it out. You're not gonna always make the right decision, but you know what I'm saying? If
But
you
I'm
looking
saying
for a spouse, you're looking
using your logic, because you don't want to raise a son like that. Using your logic, aren't you saying it's not going to work out for your son if he never goes something, because he's never going to come to you because you don't want to hear it?
Unfortunately, I ain't even gonna say unfortunately, because that's how my brother was raised. That's how, you know what I'm saying? And they good black productive men. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched my father. I seen what happened, how he was raised. My brother couldn't come in no house. Matter of fact, my brother was in all types of sport. He could come in no house and cry. Like what? We didn't do that. You know what I'm
that's
So
saying?
see,
He's
so
a
so
good
that
man.
that gives me a better understanding. If the dynamic that you grew up in didn't allow that, so that's why you don't allow that. If you maybe would have gotten a different kind of dynamic or experience, you might feel differently. But I'm definitely not here to tell you to, you know, live your life, do that. But I'm just saying, certain times when you've experienced something different, you may be more willing to be open to that. But from what you're saying is, you're not going to raise that. So you're almost alluding to say, okay, there are women like that out there, just not me. So you need to go run to your mom. But if I'm using the logic of what you're saying, your son will never run to you, or he'll never say something to you, because you're not going to allow that anyway. So in theory, you'll never really know your son, because you'll never know his emotions.
that's true.
He
Like
can't come to me crying like that. No.
I will agree with one thing that she said. I do think it starts with the mom with some of these men out here. But that's why I'm very particular and careful about what I say to my son and how I talk to him. because I have to realize one day he gonna be a man and he gonna pick up some habits with his wife. So I do teach him to have, you can have his emotions and tell me what's going on, but he'll boss up like 2 days later, like, I got this. Like, that's just his personality though. Like, his personality is like, I got this on my own. I don't need nothing. I got this. I got this. But he may have a moment where he's vulnerable. That's why I said it's vulnerability, okay, in your book. But I see, like, you grew up in a household, like I grew up in a household where I wasn't allowed to express my emotions and my feelings at all. But that fucked me up in the long run where I'm in therapy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always good to have that, depending on the person, depending on the people. We all thrive off of different things. So, like,
and it depends on your strength, because a lot of people are they were either raised like really weak, or you get what I'm saying? Like nothing is strong about them. They can be easily influenced. They roll with the wind. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing too.
Well,
I
everyone
see
is
a lot of
different.
people
I
like that.
think that people being able to smile through trauma isn't a talent. And I also don't feel like it makes you strong to be able to smile through trauma. It just makes you a great actor. Because anyone can act. You can seem as if you're okay, but regardless, emotions can affect anyone. And I think it's important that we do leave that channel open for particular, not even particular, just all types of people, because for us to not want to be willing to listen to emotions and be Black people is crazy to me, because not only did the world not want to hear you, not only did the world want to destroy you, but now we too don't want to listen to one another. And we're being given an image or a narrative that really isn't ours to give for other people. What is so different about a man and a woman from when they're younger and they go through something? If a boy's being bullied when he's younger and a girl's being bullied when she's younger, that doesn't feel good to anyone. And men aren't smart enough, women aren't smart enough when they're younger to identify that. You identify that later on in life. But if no one ever talks to you about that, you'll never grow and you'll never know. And so that type of behavior, like you're saying, if you're being bullied at school, or if you're doing something, that takes a toll on people. Some people kill other people because of that. Some people, they never have good relationships, or they don't have good bonds with other people based on what they went through, maybe in school or maybe at the hands of their parents or their family. And you do sometimes need someone to identify that and have enough empathy and the heart to say, hey, I hear you, I see you, I love you enough to go through this with you to where you will be better, to where you can be this. It doesn't mean you're raising them or anything, because what you're talking to is the toxic display of men who want women for their money, their pussy,
Yes.
their
Punani
gene and all of
Twani.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
What I'm speaking to is the man who has great foundation, just couple the windows are busted and the door don't work no more. And he don't really know, how to get it together. But he would like to express that to you so his windows can be redone and the door can be, locked up, and the driveway can be paved and the grass can be cut. And then you got a real gorgeous home. But people who don't want to listen to the fixer-uppers who have great foundations, you go by those pretty little Tinseltown homes that look great on the outside, but you never truly feel secure on the inside, because it's not a home. It's just a little house that doesn't talk back to you, doesn't live with you, doesn't take care of you. To be emotional with someone is to take care of them, to love them, to appreciate them, to know them. And to not have emotions or not want to hear emotions from your significant other shows an ice cold boundary that is created from oneself, that's projected onto the other person. Because someone who was listened to will be willing to be a listener, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Moon. That's a great point. Listen, we could go on forever and ever. This has been a great conversation. Listen, I got to go to sleep. I only got 2 hours under my belt. I got to get up off here. I know y'all gonna hate me. Like, Phil, why you stop the conversation? This could be picked back up at a later date. Definitely. Because I appreciate Moon. I appreciate Shaw for coming up. Do y'all have any last words for the people, the constituents, the fans, the supporters, and even the haters and trolls?
I'll go first. I do respect everybody's opinion, and I do wish the best for everybody in their relationships. And I
True.
just say do what works for you. If it works for you and you are happy in the situation you are in, how bad it is, Phil would say. So that's what I just want to say today. Also, I made it to the second round, y'all. I'm mad hype. It's not over yet. Keep voting. But and peace and love to everybody. See y'all tonight. And Moon for president because he's back.
Well, I want to say this
Sean.
was a really good conversation. Halloween is coming up. Trick or be tricked. Okay. And
Wow.
Yes.
trick or be tricked. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday. The weekend is upon us. And I'm not back. I just thought this was, a really great conversation, as it always is, which is why I jumped up. Y'all would never catch me on the Instagram streets. But I mean, this was really nice, and I really had a great conversation with everyone.
Appreciate
And
it, boo.
until the next time, Moon Sniper out.
Evolution Brooklyn, my lovely co-host. Where can they find you? What are you doing until tonight at 8 p.m. when we get back here? What you talking?
You know, I'm hyped up. I may take this topic over to Instagram. If y'all ain't following me, it's Evolution Brooklyn. And we can thug it out over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some more things to say. Yes, Evolution Brooklyn on Instagram. On YouTube is UXP Evolution Ever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Keisha, because Keisha, you know what I'm saying? She understands me. Yes. And again, like I said, Tuesday, I'm coming back on my YouTube show. I'm gonna throw my hat back in the race for that again, because people are asking for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Subscribe to the channel if you can. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all come back tonight for Feel the Love Fridays. Death to the haters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I choose violence.
Listen, y'all, at the end of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Love on somebody with purpose, right? And I'm going out of line with it. But at the same time, know what love is, and find somebody that truly loves you and that you're willing to truly love back, and set you all's foundation as solidly as possible. No relationship is perfect. No person is perfect. But be willing to be the all that you can be for that person, especially if you want them to be the all that they can be for you. Your relationship is your relationship. Your life is your life. So nobody can tell you what to do with your life, what you want to do with, or who you choose to be with, or how you choose to live, or what you perceive as love, or whatever the case may be. And even if we disagree on certain ideologies of love and relationship, doesn't mean that we have to hate one another or whatever. Gain perspective, gain knowledge out of what you're hearing, one way or the other. And let that fuel your life to find the best possible situation for your life. My thoughts and my stances might not fit your mode or your needs or your wants. What evolution says might not fit your modes, needs, or wants. Find what fits your life, and it basically fits you like that perfect pair of pants, or that makes you happy, that brings you peace, that brings you happiness overall. With that being said, listen, smile, everybody, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. Listen, on top of that, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. Huh? And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not anti-you, but I'm pro-me, with the emphasis on building we. Let that marinate in that melon until the next time we can chop it up and have a tay. You feel me? Holla. Evolution holla too. We gonna holler. She going over to YouTube. I mean, over the IG. Y'all follow her and continue the conversation. You feel me?